Hello.
Hi, everyone.
How are we doing?
Do we look different?
Do we look different?
We have a new light.
We do have a new light. That takes up less room in my room.
It takes up less room in the room.
Yes.
It's interesting. It looks like a spotlight is on me. Like it's more spotlighty.
I could see that.
And that's where I belong. No.
Do you feel good in the spotlight?
How do we feel? Like Matt Palmer was like, do you want me to adjust? Do you want brighter? Do you want this? Do you
we
want
can
that?
make adjustments. If you want it brighter, darker, how do we feel?
What kind of adjustments can you do?
Y'all look fab. Okay, camera. Thank you. Let's see what we can do. We can make things, if we wanted to make it, we can make it warmer, we can make it cooler, we can make it brighter, we can make it darker.
What?
New lighting looks good. Okay, great. So right now we're on what? We're on 24%.
We're on 24%.
So if I bumped it up to 30, that's a little bright.
It's a little bright, but then I don't know. Is it too bright?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So this is 30%.
This is 30%.
I love that we're just like fucking up.
Maybe 28%.
All right, 28. All right, moving. Now we're at 28.
I like this.
You like 28?
I do like 28.
Definitely giving a 24 though.
Hey, and what's cool? Is it warmer and cooler?
Cooler, yeah. So right now, that number I need to remember. It's 3,200.
3,200.
Go to 3,500. That's cooler.
If we go with cooler, I think it needs to be less bright.
Okay.
Okay.
If we go cooler and down to 25, I don't like cooler.
I don't like cooler either.
I don't like cooler. Let's go warmer. We're just playing with the lights.
We're just playing with the lights, guys. We got a new light and we're doing it.
They were saying it gives the warmth of the fireplace. Let's go back to the fireplace. What were we? 3,200.
Oh, this is nice.
This is nice. This is 3,300. Do you want to go back to 32? 32 is here.
I like 33. Actually.
All right. This is 32. You want 33? Do you want 33?
Is there a big difference between
I don't
32
think
and 33?
I don't know. All right. So here we're going to go back to 20. This is 27. 27, 32.
27.
32. 30 is too much for steel. Looks good on Palmer. All right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yes, I have, melanin. That'll do it, right? So right now, okay, so we just remember the numbers. We as a team.
So is this what what are the numbers here?
Right now we're at 3,200.
3,200.
And I believe we're at 27.
27.
26 or 27.
3,200
is the warmth. And this is 27, which is the brightness.
Which is the brightness.
Yes.
Do we look fine? I don't know. It's
well,
weird.
here, there we go.
Okay, it's just interesting because like the room feels darker to me.
It does, yeah.
Because
it's more about us.
Because it's more just like singular light happening. Yes. So to me, I'm just like, it's so dark. But does it look like dark to you guys?
Does it look dark to you, babe? It's right here.
It looks like nighttime.
Which
is interesting. I wonder what it'll look like when the sun sets later.
Oh, I hate when it does that.
And so then we're gonna have to get new numbers.
Well, we gotta always deal with numbers. How are we doing?
How's everyone doing?
Looking cinematic tonight. Yes.
It looks like cinematic. It looks good. Christmas cozy.
And that's what and you see the Christmas lights shining
and the
through
Christmas
in the
colors,
back.
the red and the green.
Thank you. Lighting looks like a live show. I love it.
Yeah.
Palmer is gonna be living his best life on Christmas Day with Mariah and Beyonce performing. Yes. It's giving Christmas cozy. Yes.
Christmas cozy. All right. I like this. This is fun.
No, I don't think it looks too dark. Okay. Yes. We love trying new things.
It's interesting how things look different to the audience.
Yes.
Compared to like you on stage.
Exactly.
Fascinating. It's like whenever you're on stage and like the lights are off on stage, you can still see when you're on stage, but to the audience, it looks pitch black.
Yes.
I'm enjoying chocolate cheesecake.
Ooh.
I went to the second last final Eras tour show in Vancouver. Fantastic, like fastest 4 hours.
It is wild that she's on stage for that long.
4 hours.
Jeez, she must be exhausted. I think it works. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Well, we love working.
we did that a lot in 2024, guys.
Didn't
we? We did, didn't we?
Also, I'm finishing up my last week of finals before winter break. Oh, great.
Congratulations.
Yes. That's like how this is going to be our last podcast together live. It's probably the last pod live. I mean, unless you want to record something remotely tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
For what?
Just like if we want to give them something for next Sunday.
Is it or isn't
that's not next Sunday. That's 2 Sundays from now.
Oh, for next.
Yeah.
Oh, we can take a break. Next Sunday's
next Sunday's like essentially Christmas.
Essentially Christmas.
It is. Hi, Ava. How are you guys? We're doing good.
Doing good.
We're doing great.
We're doing what we can.
We really are. We're doing our best. And that's the best that anybody can do, you know?
I would say my best is not as good as the best. And I'm trying to make my best the best. You know?
Okay.
Yes, the concert felt like it went by in the blink of an eye. I'm not gonna lie, I was sort of tired by Tortured Poets Department and very tired by Midnight. Is Tortured Poets before midnight?
Yeah, I guess she doesn't do it in chronological order, from what I understand.
Oh, I hate that. I am all about this is the timeline.
Not I got scolded by security.
Oh, what'd you do?
Olaf says, last part of the year. Thanks for giving us a full year of laughter and joy, and can't wait to see this channel grow even more. Oh, that's so kind.
Thank you. Submitted my last paper for the semester, and I'm free for a month.
Wow.
That was always such a good feeling.
It really was.
Oh, I will never forget when I graduated college, and I did my last thing that I had to do for an academic class.
Yeah.
What a feeling.
I mean, absolutely.
What a feeling.
It's going to be similar when we go on our journeys and we're like, we don't have anything else to edit. I'm editing some freaking patron-only content right now. Maybe we could film something tonight. I could edit it as well, get that ready and scheduled. But getting things scheduled and actually posting shit is different. Yeah. And I'm ready to take that break.
Yeah.
That's going to feel
because we did a lot this year.
We did a lot this year.
We did a lot. A lot
yes,
happened.
We can't forget that a lot has happened.
And it paid off.
It
I have
did.
to say.
It really very much
congratulations to us.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. I agree. I completely agree.
I'm going to Florida tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow.
Safe travels. Will you guys?
No. We'll talk about it when Matt Steele gets back. I'll probably talk about it with a special guest co-host on the 29th. But no. Do not expect a reaction to that.
Yeah, no. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's literally Christmas.
Literally Christmas. Not even like in theory.
I have a vision of B performing Ya Ya on Christmas, but saying la 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 la. That's great. I love that.
That would be very cute. I love that.
I bet it's quite. Oh yeah, the Eras tour. Yeah.
I mean, understandably. I think Olaf said that 6 was the score that he would give the year, and 2024. And I'm like, what are we counting and not counting?
It's hard because like the beginning of the year was fucking good.
It was.
It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
And in November.
And then it just
took a turn.
It
took a turn. Like in Fun Home. Remember? They take the turn.
Oh, it takes a turn.
It takes a turn.
No. That's Kimberly Akimbo. Where they're
what did I say? Did I say Fun Home?
You said Fun Home.
Oh, sorry, Kimberly Akimbo. Yes, they do take the turn.
Fun Home takes a turn too.
Well, you know, a lot of
any good story takes a turn,
Exactly.
And so therefore our lives are good stories.
This has been a great year to be a 2GM fan. We've been fed good.
Thank you.
We've been
what was the best year content wise for 2Gay Mats?
I mean, it might be this one.
It might be this one.
We're more consistent than ever,
yeah.
And we had a lot to put up and post and say. Sorry, I keep asking questions, LOL. I hope you all have a good holiday season. Hi, Montrez.
Hello, Montrez.
Okay, I'm going to move it a little cooler.
Okay.
I'm going to see how it goes. Not to keep talking about the lighting. We're in our Mariah bag for Christmas. Just lighting.
We're talking about lighting. Because we now have an adjustable light that he can adjust with his cellular device.
Which you know I love that.
I have never had any desire to have anything that I can control with my phone.
Really?
Truly, it does not excite me in the slightest. I was the kid who would go up and change the channel on the TV. I truly did not care about the remote. How do we feel about this? This makes me worried for myself.
Well, look here. Because this is what it really looks like. I feel like it probably looks bluer on our screen than it does here. Do you feel okay here? Look here.
I am looking here. I'm looking at, there's 3 things.
Yes, but this is the one of note.
That's the one of note. Guys, I don't know. It's a little too far away. Do I look okay?
Can you not see?
But it's like a little...
Do you need glasses? You have glasses?
I have contacts in. Yeah, but it's I can still see color without my...
I don't know. You said it was too far away, and I got worried.
No, I think it looks okay, but did y'all like it before, or... I think it definitely looks like how the lighting used to look, but just I don't know. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it.
We're very Mariah with this.
Yeah.
2024 was 2008 to 2012 levels of pop culture. What's on the 2025 vision board for 2Gay Mats? I mean,
I want to be guests on. I want to do bigger collaborations.
Okay,
that's my goal.
That's great.
Yeah, and to have this be my main source of income.
Oh, now we're talking. I would love it. I don't know that it will be my main source of income.
No, babe, you just got a raise.
I mean, that raise was a couple months ago, but yes,
sure.
I would like to be way closer to it being my main source of income.
Sure.
I think we have a way. We've learned the methods of Patreon finally.
Yeah.
We've figured out what works over there. And if you want to be a patron, go to patreon.com/2GayMats. Help our dreams come
true.
true.
Don't you want to be a part of our vision board?
Really? You'd be a part of that. You'd be a part of that.
I have always, sorry not to be anti, I've always been a little bit of a hater with vision boards. I'm like, if you want to achieve these goals, why are you wasting your time doing arts and crafts? Like, you see the vision board in your head.
Right.
I don't know. I never got it. I always thought it was a way for people to delay.
Right. I guess seeing it is like a good way for people sometimes to be like, okay, now it's just clear. It's like how people I like writing stuff down. Like, I love a to-do list. I love being like,
To-do list I'm okay with.
I love a to-do list.
If your vision board is just a list of like this,
Yes.
cool. But like, people make their vision boards like so kind of abstract that it's like you're looking at it and you're like, this isn't really what it's going to look like anyway, because like all of this is kind of like a metaphor for what you want to achieve.
Yes.
I think I never got it. I never got it. I also hate arts and crafts, like despise.
And doesn't your brother love arts and crafts?
In love, yeah. He wouldn't do a vision board either, but like he would be more inclined to do something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sutton Foster and Once Upon a Mattress was the highlight of my week. So hilarious. I love Once Upon a Mattress. I think it's such an adorable show.
Jackson's at Once Upon a Mattress right now.
Oh, is he really?
He is,
It's great.
yes.
It's a great show.
That's exciting.
That's why I do a Pinterest vision board. Much quicker. Okay.
I love that.
Much quicker to print. Love it.
I'm trying to think of. I mean, my big 2Gay Mats goal for next year, besides the like be closer to it being our full-time jobs, is I think that's a good one. Want more? I want us on podcasts.
Yeah.
I want us because I feel like we did such a good job on Love It or Leave It.
Yeah.
I think we are just like we're funny together, but we're always just together that like we forget that other people don't know.
Exactly.
That we're funny together.
Yeah.
You know?
I truly like we literally just talk to each other and people are like, you're so funny. And it's like
we're just talking.
we're literally just having a conversation. But thank you.
Writing is definitely manifestation. I read my journal from 2 years ago, and most of it came true.
Oh, that's
I love
great.
that. I think someone asked about personal goals, and like, babe, this is my personal goal too. It really is.
I have a lot of personal goals.
Yeah. What are they?
I mean, they're pretty obvious. It's like get my next movie made.
Yes.
Have it be good.
Yes.
Or just I'll settle for getting it made.
I mean, have
honestly.
it be good is not a like you have control over that. Yeah.
Yeah,
have it be
hopefully
good.
I have some control over
Hopefully,
it.
yes.
And book more acting work. Hopefully.
Yes, I love that.
And I just survive.
Survive,
Just fucking
continue.
survive.
Yes. Continue to survive, not, sink into despair.
Yeah.
Which, is tough.
Maybe crank out another script.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I had to Google Once Upon a Mattress. I thought you were taking a dig on Sutton Foster considering.
No, that's a show, babe. That is a show.
Show, babe.
That's funny. Would love to write more.
2Gay Mats on Las Culturistas 2025. That'd be fun.
If they'd have
They're
us.
great. The Katies versus the
It'd be
Cathys.
a lot of gays screaming in a room. Most of
Screaming.
whom are named men.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Beyonce self-titled is 11.
I
years
know.
old.
That's wild.
I know. I always make New Year's resolutions and then never look at them again because I know some of those did not get done.
That's
it's
funny.
okay.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I know that they were said, and that's enough for me.
You know what you should do.
Absolutely.
And that is part of the battle. Now I have started video journaling on TikTok drafts, and it's pretty fun.
Oh,
That's
that is
so fun.
fun.
Gaga album in Q1, though. Are we excited?
Yes.
I'm excited. I mean, Disease is very cool and fun, and
Yes.
a Gaga that we love. So
Absolutely. That's the Gaga we've been begging for, so.
I'm going to try to ignore politics as much as I can once Trump gets back in office, because otherwise my mental health is going to go to shit if a New Year's resolution. I want to be on my phone less.
I feel like that's regularly your New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And
you should be.
sometimes
Yeah, sometimes you do it.
Sometimes I do it. The Oscar season is in full swing.
Yes, that's good.
Yes, we are all excited for that Gaga album. I'm going to pull up the Golden Globe nominations.
Oh, yes, please, because you need to tell
just
me
because-
which ones
just because
are
I feel like
exciting to
sometimes
you.
when you're holding it, I forget what I should be saying. So I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I should hold them.
Yeah, hold something.
Yeah,
Always
hold something. Jesus
something. You gotta hold
Christ.
something. Happy Sunday, Mats and everyone. I'm watching from vacay in Kauai. Yes, living.
Ooh, have fun.
Are y'all planning to react to Flo's album or has the time passed? You'd love it. I've heard the album, so it wouldn't be a full reaction for me. But Mats, have you heard any of Flo's albums? Or the
No,
album
just
that came out?
just the song.
Okay, great.
The song from years ago.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we could listen to it all together.
Sure.
And discuss, and I could show Matt Steele. That'd be fun.
What are your screen times? Oh,
I don't want to know.
I don't know.
That's none of my business.
No, that's between the Lord and my cell phone.
Palmer, any albums coming in 25? Albums of mine? I mean, new music, I would like to come. Album is a strong word. And if we're all being serious, I made peace with myself that you can only focus on so many things at one time.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I'm focusing because we're on an upswing on 2 gay mats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's where energy, it's a good place to put energy.
It's just, I just feel like, of course, I would love to put out more music, but it's going to be more of a priority once 2 gay mats is like the thing. Because right now I have the full-time job. I have 2 gay mats. I have a relationship that needs watering. And, I have friends. It's just, as much as I would love to carve out time, we have to make the things we can do the things we can do.
I think that's a good goal for myself as well.
I think because it's like you shouldn't be beating yourself up for not getting every single thing done.
You know what will help me with that?
Yes.
Being able to quit my job.
Hello? Hello? Oh, that's going to be great. Because when you do it, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm so close.
I don't know if you would be close. I definitely.
I'm close-ish.
Okay.
I'm not trying to exactly match.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, because that will be a while.
I'd like it to be in,
But my little part-time job,
yes.
I've matched. I've matched.
Right.
Right. So I'm just like, maybe that's a sign to quit my job.
Have you, have you matched?
I've matched.
Really? 2 gay mats in full or just your piece?
Just my piece.
Really? Look at you!
Yeah, but that just kind of shows like that there wasn't much to match.
This also does mean there's problems in the industry of service, but good for you. Bitch.
Thank you.
That's exciting.
Thank you. Actually, the last couple months at the restaurant have been very busy.
Oh,
so
good.
It's like I think we're on a upswing. Someone asked about the Best Actress Oscar. Best Leading Actress is pretty up in the air. So Cynthia, I think, does actually have a shot.
Oh, okay.
I think there is a front runner, which we'll talk about later.
Okay.
But it's not impossible for Cynthia, I don't think.
Okay. That's exciting.
It's not impossible for like literally any of the contenders, actually, but which is very exciting.
Let's see something weird's happening over here.
Oh no, what's happening? Is it the lighting?
Weird. No, it's not the lighting.
Oh my God, the lighting.
Great. We did it.
What did you do?
I just clicked. I wasn't seeing the number of people who were here.
We need to see the number.
And I need to be able to put in the ad. Important.
Absolutely. Brat Album of the Year, maybe. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the most surprised. I'd be a little surprised, but just because it doesn't seem like, Grammy Album of the Year stuff.
I want Wicked to sweep the Golden Globes, but I also want Challengers and The Substance to get some love. I mean, they loved The Substance. We'll talk about it.
I guess I'm really considering watching The Substance, even though I'm scared.
I really want you to. It's so fun.
God.
It's so
Maybe we'll watch it over Christmas break.
I'm
gonna go
Christmas night viewing.
Not Christmas night.
I think that'd be fun.
I'm gonna go home and we will not have a lot to do in Atlanta. Atlanta's fun, but it's more like hanging out at home. And
just go into it knowing there will be parts where you're just like,
I know I'm gonna have to close my there will be moments of covering my eyes.
Sure.
Yes.
But like the story itself is so like nuts that you will be entertained.
Okay. And that's what we love. We love entertainment.
Brat Album of the Year is what I'm walking in on. Good place walking on. Substance, Wicked Sweep would heal my gay heart.
Oh, any essential Christmas movies? You know that I'm a Family Stone and the holiday person. Those are my 2. I have to watch those every year. Jackson doesn't want to watch them, but I'm gonna.
Why doesn't he want to watch them?
Because he's seen them and he didn't like the Family Stone, which is wild. But he's just like he's not a rewatcher of things.
Oh,
and
really?
I'm a watcher.
Have either of you seen Smile 2? No, but I hear the leading actress in it is fucking incredible.
Isaac wants me to react to The Substance live.
Oh,
and I'm
please.
Like,
that would be so good if we did a Substance reaction. That would be so fun.
But I get scared and like...
Oh, you'll be fine. Get over it.
You always say this about me.
Did either of you watch Maria? We'll talk about it.
Oh.
I'm on the Honora train hard this season.
I love that.
Love Honora. Ooh, I'm excited for you to see Honora too. I'm excited for you to see a Sean Baker movie.
Yeah, I guess that would be my first.
First one.
That would be my first. Have you guys seen Smile 2? No, I didn't see it.
I watched Wicked again, and I liked it more than the first time.
Oh, it is great the second time because then you don't have to be like, is this good? Like, and also I was reminded of the storyline, so I could just see the smaller things that were happening in all of the scenes.
Sure,
it was great.
Yeah, love the Family Stone.
Oh, as do I. As do I.
Families, they're a weird family.
They're a weird family.
How they like interact with each other.
Sure.
I'm just like, do y'all like each other?
But you know what family is weirder?
What?
It's complicated. Those kids.
Weird family.
Weird fucking kids.
Those kids.
You must get over this divorce. It's been 900 years. You've got to get over it. Oh, those kids.
Yeah.
Do you think Sing Sing can still get in Best Picture after missing?
I think it can get it. I think it can get in for Best Picture. Yeah. I hope Gabriel LaBelle wins the Golden Globe.
Who is that?
He was in the lead in The Fabelmans.
Oh,
he was,
okay.
The lead. He played Lorne Michaels in Saturday Night.
Did you like him in Saturday Night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the front runner for comedy actor in Golden Globes?
Mm.
Not him, but Preacher's Wife, Tangerine for something else. Palmer, I'm Scary. Chicken on Scary Movies too, but the substance is so good, must see. Surprisingly funny.
Okay, surprisingly funny. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's just a good fucking time. Because where the story goes, you're just like, are you fucking kidding me?
all right. You guys are telling me I may have to watch it. I may have to watch it.
What's your favorite song and movie of the year? We'll talk about it because we got Email My Hearts.
Oh, and were people asking about that?
People asking about that stuff.
Great.
So
Great.
what is your dream role? Girl, anything that pays. Just put me in something.
Sorry, I am tinkering with the light.
Oh God, where are we now? What number are we now?
We're now at 3350, and I think a little lower on the brightness.
Based
23%.
on the trailer for Nora, I didn't like the speaking voice of the actress to influencer-esque. Whatever happened to acting voices? I mean, like, that makes sense for the character. Demi Moore needs her flowers. I think that musical comedy lead actor frontrunner is Glenn Powell. I don't think he is.
Oh. I want to see Sing Sing. That of all the like Oscar
It's
movies
lovely.
that I have heard about, that's the one I want to see the most.
I was thinking about how before I became a music junkie on First Listen's album, I'd shuffle instead of listening to it in order. Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's a shock. That's a shock to the system.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you've made it through that time.
Yeah. Oh. I started sour with Hope You're Okay.
I know.
No,
That's what
you
I'm saying.
start sour with Brutal.
I mean, Brutal's the one.
That's the opening number.
I mean, you in the numbers.
Oh my God.
It's a song. It's a song.
Brutal's a number.
Oh my gosh.
I know. For a song where it's literally just like one note and you're whining the whole time.
Right.
I was just like, this is
I
Vision.
love her. I was like, I love her.
I love her.
She's doing
I'm not
something
cool and
cool.
I'm not smart and I can't even parallel park. A line.
A line. She gets
I
it.
liked Conclave a lot too. Have y'all seen it? Conclave's great. I think it'd be cool if Isabella Rossellini got in for supporting actress.
Oh. Did you have new Lindsay? Yes,
Yes,
did
we
get
were
new lighting.
we were just talking about
There's
it.
been a lot of
We've been
discussion.
adjusting.
We've
Go
been
back to the
adjusting.
beginning of the live stream. We were adjusting numbers.
Yes.
Have you heard about the Jonathan Bailey shirtless scene that was cut from Wicked? The Gays Lost.
Not the case.
I don't know where they would put that scene, y'all. Where?
Okay, all right.
Where? Ending Reputation with Gorgeous was something. Yeah,
I mean-
not a closing number. Where's the green top from? This is from Urban Outfitters.
And this is from shop2gaymats.com.
And that's from shop2gaymats.com.
Yes.
You know.
Available now. You don't have a promo code anymore, but it's still available.
Promo code is gone.
Yes,
ladies
promo
and
code's
gentlemen.
over.
I think Saturday Night will win Ensemble for Critics' Choice and SAG. I think Sing Sing is winning Ensemble.
Oh, all right.
But Saturday Night was a great ensemble too.
I hope Sing Sing wins, even though I
Well,
haven't
because
seen
Sing Sing, they used actual like prisoners from the jail who were like a part of this acting program.
it. Yeah, that's amazing.
And they were great. I think the scene was a dream montage. What scene was a dream montage?
Listening to albums out of order on the first listen is wild. The sequence is important, isn't it? It is.
La La Land came out 18
Olaf, I
years
thought we
ago.
weren't going to fight this week. I don't want us to fight.
What
I
a double
don't.
feature. I saw Manchester by the Sea and La La Land in the same day.
Mm.
What a journey that day was.
I will say Rep was much more enjoyable live. Even Look What You Made Me Do, which I hate. Oh, wow, move.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could see it.
Because Reputation is you're just like, yeah, fuck everyone. And I could see that being very fun with like a group of people.
It was in a field and they all were frolicking. What is that? Oh, with the shirtless after
scene.
popular, yeah.
Saturday Night won Astra for Ensemble.
Oh.
Obsessed with That's So True by Gracie Abrams.
Yes.
I don't know Gracie Abrams.
We don't know JJ's daughter, but
Yeah.
we might listen to her for Patreon at some point.
I do know JJ. He comes to my restaurant.
That's true. Look at you.
I'll never
Best
forget.
buds.
My coworker, she'll like sit and chat with him for a while because she'll like talk to anyone. And she was trying to convince JJ Abrams that he needs to watch The Challenge on MTV. And I'm like, girl, JJ Abrams is not going to watch The Challenge.
Right,
on
it's
MTV.
J.J. Abrams
He's
doing
busy,
that,
all right,
really?
making
I
Star
don't
Wars.
know.
Okay. I only want to watch Saturday Night for Kim Matula. She's on a Bold and Beautiful alum after all. Eras Tour grossing $2 billion. We'll talk about it.
Yes, we will.
Best Tuga Matsumoto 2025 will be Reputation Taylor's version announcement. Is JJ nice? He's very nice. Yeah.
That's good. Not a tough custom. Have you had a...
He's never sat with me.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I work behind the bar. He always sits at a table. But he's very nice. Yeah. One time, and he was like gone for like 8 months or whatever for a while. And he came in and my coworker was like, where have you been? I haven't seen you. And he was like, oh, New Zealand or whatever. And she was like, doing what? And he was like, filming something.
Like,
and she was like, oh my God, what were you filming for that long? And he was like, Star Wars.
That's funny.
And she was like, oh yeah, okay. Do we think Nosferatu will be good? It looks good.
Not Gracie Abrams fan, but she performed well on Saturday Night Live last night. Great, good for her.
Gorgeous Taylor's version is going to end lives, I fear.
Still can't get into it.
How will it be different from the original?
I don't know.
I
mean, okay, I've only heard a clip of That's So True. There's like a clip of that song from Gracie Abrams that like is viral on TikTok or whatever.
Okay.
It's so Taylor Swifty that I'm like, are we allowed to say that? Like, are we discussing that as a culture?
We
that
can
this
say
is
that.
like really could have been on Tortured Poets? Like, it's very, but maybe that's cool. Maybe that's what we want. But it's just like odd to hear someone sound so. It was like when, Ariana first came out and it was so Mariah that I was like, what's happening? And that was kind of my feeling with that song.
Isaac says best Tuga Mats of 2024 was attending both the live shows.
Yes, Isaac, 2 out of 2.
Taste.
He gets it.
He gets it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously another dream of 2 Gay Mats is New York live.
New York.
And my dream. I'm just like saying it all.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, don't get mad. My dream is a Matt Steele birthday celebration, and that we go in like June or whatever, and we have New York.
And we play the
perform.
Palace?
No. We play somewhere that is the right size for us.
The Palace is the right size for me.
Okay. That's the dream. Even though I don't know if that'll work because my mom's actually going to be here around that time, so we should pick a different time. But it could still be in...
We can change my birthday.
We can change your birthday. We have time.
Fine.
We have time. How many live shows do y'all want in 2025? I mean, max 2, I think. But a different place in New York would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people could come.
A lot of people could come. Yeah. And if we don't sell out the venue, we can go to TKTS and walk around, hand people tickets, be like,
true.
hi, come see my show.
Yeah. She's so Taylor-ish. But live Gracie and Taylor are very different. Gracie reminds me of Ed Sheeran. She's a Nepo baby and she doesn't have her own music personality. Tragic. Oh, Lord.
We'll figure that out.
React to Rose Jimmy Fallon performance. We generally don't do performances, so don't look for that. We don't. Like, just live performances, we don't. Unless it's like truly iconic. Like, I wanted to see what Chappell was going to do.
Like, what is Chappell going to do at the VMAs?
Right.
Or if it's patron requested.
Yeah. Well,
no,
we don't do a lot of that anymore.
Well, I mean,
but I guess we do one.
We'll
do short. We do short things.
I Love You. I'm Sorry by Gracie is very good too.
Okay.
All right. Steal as Bach for Halloween 2025.
I mean, aren't you Bach all the time, every day?
I've never been Bach. But
I know, but like visually.
Unfortunately, I am 5'7.5", and the cutoff for Bach on Broadway is 5'7".
Oh.
So I've never been Bach.
Is Ethan Slater 5'7" really, or is he taller?
I would imagine.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Or I don't know. Actually, he might, because he never played Bach on Broadway.
Yes.
So there was no height requirement for the movie, I'm sure. But for the stage version, there was a height
yeah.
requirement.
Yeah.
So he could be taller than 5'7".
All right. Have you seen Queer yet, Steele?
I have, yes. It's interesting. I need to see it again. And I actually just listened to the DGA interview with Luca Guadagnino about Queer, because I listened to all like the DGA like interview podcasts that they have on Spotify, and he was talking about like visually it was like like the way they did the set and everything, and so I'm glad he like talked about that a lot on the podcast, like how they did all that. It's an interesting movie.
All right.
It's like the first 2/3 you're like, okay, yeah, and then the last third you're just like, well, okay. And Leslie Manville is fucking excellent.
Who's Leslie Manville?
She's an actress. You didn't see Phantom Thread?
I didn't.
Oh, you should see Phantom Thread. Did you see Another Year?
I didn't.
You should see Another Year. Leslie Manville.
Hey. Next year will be our 12th year of 2 Gay Mats?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. 12th anniversary in April. Wild.
Have you seen Femme movie? It's Beautiful, Heartbreaking. No.
I have not seen it.
Thoughts on Austin Butler being cast for American Psycho remake?
I think it's on the list. There's not a lot to talk about this week. So, yeah. No real
we
thoughts.
might talk about it. I mean, he's a good actor.
When's the last time Mariah performed live? Well, she's been on her tour, so before she got sick, she did some holiday concert. Happy 12 years. Thank you. That's kind.
We haven't hit 12 years yet. We could break up before then.
I don't foresee it, but
We could.
You know.
Oh my God, what if one day y'all wake up and the channel's just gone?
I don't foresee that.
That'd be so dramatic.
It would be very dramatic, but I don't think that's happening. Okay, should we get started with the podcast?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, God.
I think it's only right.
2024.
Yes, we're saying goodbye.
We're saying goodbye.
Yes.
And hello to 2025.
I can't believe this is going to be our last podcast together for the year. There will be a podcast on the 29th recorded, but it will not feature Matt Steele.
No, and so is there a point in even listening? Hello.
There is, yes.
Okay.
But
all right.
the last time we'll be together for 2024.
I know.
How do you feel?
I feel fine. It's so interesting. Before I go away for the holidays and the new year, I always am just I need to say goodbye to everyone.
I know.
I need to give everyone a last hug of 2024, even though
Right.
I'm only just I'm only gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
Right.
I still just there feels like I'm gonna go through a whole journey.
I know.
In that time because a whole new year will have passed, and I'm really sensationalizing this.
You are, yeah.
Every year I do it, and then I get home and I'm just what? And then I get back to LA after the new year, and I'm it's the same shit. It's
is the
just
same
the same
shit.
shit. So guys, get ready for the same shit today and the same shit next year in 2025.
All right, good. I don't know. Okay, great. All right, let's do an ad. Some of you will get it. Some of you won't. We love you all equally.
We love you all equally.
Yeah, I was feeling that way even though I'm only gone for 5 days.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's there's just a feeling.
there's a feeling of I want to see them before I leave. But it's I'm leaving for
it's
how long?
You're leaving an era.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
No, it's all just made up shit in your
It
over
is.
dramatic gay head.
We got an ad.
Oh, yes, ad.
Yes, ad.
Ka-ching.
Small ka-ching.
Quit
but
my
it's
job. Ka-ching.
when you quit your job, it will not because of those. It will not be-
I just matched my yearly salary with that ad, guys.
That's funny.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
You please start.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to 2K Matt's the podcast. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And we are back again for the final podcast featuring both of us of 2024. And Matt Steele.
Yeah.
How was your week? Yeah.
It's okay. Y'all know every single end of the year on 2Gay Mats, I talk about how stressful December is, the
Yes.
first couple weeks of December is, because you're literally trying to tie up all those loose ends
It's true.
Of the year before you fly out to New Jersey and see your family for 2 weeks. And I always just make it more stressful than it needs to be, because as
Sure.
I said before, I want to say goodbye to everyone and blah, blah, blah. And I really don't need to do that because I'm just going to say hello at some point, unless the
true.
plane crashes. But
Okay, let's keep it light.
that's not going to happen.
It's not.
We love our infrastructure and stuff. And so, but this has truly been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Just a lot of things going on, just lots of 2Gay Mat stuff and life stuff, and some good things, some wonderful things happen. Matt Palmer does not know this yet.
What?
So a couple days ago,
Yes.
I booked a commercial.
You literally were just saying on the Patreon only podcast that you don't book commercially, and look at you now.
And look at me now, guys.
What's-
2025 is when I book commercials.
What's the commercial about?
I don't know if I can tell you what the commercial's
Oh.
about.
Can you tell who it's for?
I'm not going to tell you who it's for. I
Okay.
don't know. I will say that there is a famous person who is either producing it or is in it with
Is it
me.
someone we care about?
It is someone who we have talked about on 2Gay Mats.
Recently.
Yeah, relatively recently.
Mariah.
No, not just yet, darling.
Okay.
But it's someone, and we've talked about it in a wonderful light. Seems like a lovely, wonderful person.
I hope
Who we-
so.
Yes.
If not, we'll be taking shit down.
Who we support, very talented and everything. But I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say what the commercial is for.
Yes.
All I'm going to say is
Yes.
that, baby, I am putting my BFA to use
Yes.
with this commercial. And you know how straight actors just love just getting Oscar nominations
Yes.
for playing gay.
Are you playing straight in this? No.
Hold on, baby.
Get him.
Hold on.
Oh, do you have a wife?
Do I have a life?
A wife.
A wife? No. I don't have a girl. I'm not. No.
Okay.
But if they were giving Academy Awards for this commercial, I would definitely be nominated because not only am I playing a straight guy,
Wow.
my character name is Guy Staring at Breasts.
Iconic.
So not only am I a heterosexual in this commercial, I am a fucking pig. That's right, baby.
Are you staring like at a real person's breast?
I mean, I'm not gonna be staring at like a dummy's breast.
I know, but like maybe looking at a magazine.
I don't know whose breast I'm staring at in this commercial. It could be the famous person. I don't know. All I know is it was my first in-person audition since like 2020.
Wow.
And because I never like go out commercial.
Right. Of course.
A lot of commercial auditions are still like in person.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
And yeah, and so I had to. It was at 4:45. In Glendale. And I had work, of course, that day. So I left work like an hour early at like 3:00 from Santa Monica and was on the road for 2 hours to get to this audition in Glendale where my audition proceeded to be about 3 seconds long. And I was just, and like literally like, I literally just said my name. They were like, stare. I said, okay. They turned it off. And the woman watching the monitor just went, that was great. And I was like,
I didn't
Thank
do
you
anything.
so much. Nice to meet you. And I was just like, well, she seemed to really like me. I guess I stare at breasts well.
Did you, when you said your name and like hello or whatever, were you doing your best like Mask Steel impression?
Oh, girl, no. I was like, hi, my name's
hey,
Matt
bitch.
Steele. And like I have a Band-Aid on my hand. And when I showed my hands, I was like, this is a Band-Aid. Just ignore it. Did I ever tell you the time that my roommate Travis went out for a commercial and he had to pretend to be married to a woman?
No.
Okay, this is a great story. The premise of the commercial, my roommate Travis is a gay redheaded actor like me.
Yes.
And the premise of the commercial was he had to be married to this woman and they had to be like talking, like pretending to decorate for the holidays or something.
Yes.
And so they had to like improvise and like be like, oh, well, let's hang this here and everything. And so he got together like with the girl and everything and they got in front of the room and the girl started talking to him like, okay, so I'm thinking like we should do this and this and this. And Travis thought, oh, we're talking ahead of time before they start recording, before the audition starts, like what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And so Travis, and he didn't know that they started the camera and the audition was starting. And so Travis, like as she was talking to him, he just screamed, oh, that's so cute. And then gradually he realized, oh, the audition's happening.
Started.
And he's just like, I drove hours to get here in traffic and I literally just fucked it up.
I hope she got it.
You know?
You never
and
know.
So anyway, so it's been a nice, that was a nice moment.
Yes.
But also it films anywhere between the 16th and the 20th. My flight going home is on the 18th.
I was going to say, so did you have to move your flight?
Well, I don't know yet because they haven't given me a date of when
guys.
we're actually filming. Now, keep in mind, the 16th is
I was
tomorrow.
going to say, what's today?
Today's the 15th. And so I
Lord.
truly don't know yet if I have to change my flight. I've never rebooked a flight before, so I don't know what that's like. And I imagine it's hell during Christmas.
Right.
So that is, this wonderful thing happens. But, you know, stress, of course, has to be added to it.
And I assumed we were going to be talking about why you were late to the party that we all went to.
Well, baby. The good Lord said we can't give Matt Steele too many good things at once.
No.
So literally 2 days ago, I was heating up some lovely matzo ball soup that my wonderful friend Corey made for me because we hung out and he let me take some home. And
You guys love soup.
Oh, soup is the greatest. And me and Corey, we always get matzo ball soup. That's the thing we do. And so as I was rushing to go somewhere. I forget. So I put it in the microwave to like heat up and I was going to eat it really quick. I was going to down it and like be on our way.
Yeah.
In the middle of the microwaving, I just hear pop. And I was like, huh, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
And so I went into the kitchen and the microwave was off. And I was like, interesting. So then I go to turn the lights in the kitchen and everything on. They don't work. Go to turn the light on in the living room. It doesn't work. And so I'm like, oh, there must be like a power outage on this wall.
Sure.
Luckily, the fridge still works and the oven and stove still work. And so I'm like, that sucks. Let me send an email to the landlord right away.
Right.
I go up into the valley. And because I was going to my manager's holiday party.
It's nice.
Yes. And so then I get a text from Travis, and he's just like, "What are you doing? Are you like about to be home?" And I'm like, "No, I'm out."
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Your bathroom is flooding." And so he sent me a video of water just pouring out. I have a vent above my like it's half above my shower, half above the rest of the bathroom. And so water just pouring out of there all over the floor of the bathroom.
I hate that.
And like so much water, so much. And so I was like, "Oh my
God.
God, can you please just like put," and the thing is, it's not even like pots can like catch the water,
Right.
because right where it's above is
the tub.
the bar of the shower.
Oh,
so it
yes.
hits the bar and splashes everywhere.
No.
And so I was just like, okay, well, I have some old towels here. Thank God I still have them. Put them down, blah, blah, blah. It stopped eventually after like probably like 10 minutes.
Sure.
Sent another email to the landlord. And I assume something happened to the apartment upstairs, or some pipe or something that affected the electricity somewhere. Oh, and Travis's bathroom also doesn't turn on. He is showering and peeing and pooping by candlelight.
Oh.
And so
and it's still like this?
and it's still like this every time the person in the shower above me showers, water just pours, and so I just have to anticipate that every 12 hours or so. And so that's
Wow.
very exciting. Luckily, I went to work today and they let me bring home their like wet, dry vacuum.
Yeah.
And so that's happening, and we also don't have any lights, and, and luckily like things like heat and refrigerator and stove work.
That's nice.
So we're still working on that. But
Man.
you know, and of course it all has to happen right before the holidays. It's
a lot of pros-
hopefully it gets fixed
Yeah.
before I fly out to New Jersey.
Right.
But you know, it did also wonderful things. Had a holiday party with my manager. Had another birthday party with my friend Derek.
Yeah.
Had a wonderful party at our friend Brian and Blythe's.
Yes, that was a very fun
It was
party.
very fun. I had
Yes.
to be a little late. And I
Yes.
couldn't participate in the gift exchange because I was dealing with shower.
Yes, of course.
But Matt Palmer.
Yes.
How was your week?
It was fine.
Okay.
It was like, I'm trying to think of anything crazy happened to me. I feel like no. Like, day job work has been a little bit more intense, which it always seems to ramp up around the holidays. But again, I'm like, I have 2 days this upcoming week, and then I'm off, and I'm be leaving the work behind, closing the chapter for 2024 in that world. And so I'm just trying to be like, I know the finish line is so close. I just got to get there and then get back home. So that is happening. But then also, my friend Thomas came in town.
King of
And
music.
A king of music. This is my friend from high school, junior high. We are both giant Mariah fans together. He's married the incredible, lovely Luke, who loves Mariah just as much as we all do.
Luke.
And they both were like, well, can we meet Matt Steele? I know we should have brought this up, but next time we're here, we'd
And
love
you were
to
like,
meet
he's
Matt
busy,
Steele."
bitch.
And I was like, yeah, next time maybe we
He's
can all
staring
meet.
at boobs and drowning in his bathroom.
And I didn't know about the boobs. I knew about the bathroom.
Yeah.
But yes, so they are big fans of you. But I'm like, guys, you don't understand how much Matt Steele loves the Thomas Davis album.
Yeah.
And like, so he would love to meet you. And so we weren't able to do a Chatty Cathy's, unfortunately, while he was here, because Luke is a planner, much like Jackson's a planner. And so he had like, this is what we're doing hour by hour. We're getting the most out of Los Angeles for the like 24 hours we're going to be there. So there was no time to fit in Chatty Cathy's, but we could probably do one remotely with him at some point. I just need him to re-listen to that album because we're going to have discussion points.
Yes.
We're going to have things we want to say. And like, if you become a $10 patron, at some point you will see that discussion, because this is music. Like, I swear, when I was making music in high school, I would make a lot of radio ready, like, songs for myself, which, you know, we love the radio. We love what was happening musically. But like, if we were going to do something off the wall, it was for Thomas.
For Thomas.
It was
Always for Thomas.
And so I would make the beat for him. He would take it, write a melody and a lyric over it, and come back and perform it for me.
But see, what you were doing was not off the wall in terms of like, to me, I listened to it. I'm just like, if this was given to like a like pop princess, like pop R&B, like princess or whatever, at that time, it would have been a smash hit, and it'd be like, oh, this is like what's on the radio and stuff. It's the fact that they were these little tiny gay high school boys writing and producing and performing this music. That's the magic. That's the juice, baby.
It was magical because, again, this is Charm Bracelet era Mariah, so Thomas is very inspired by the whispering. A lot of very soft vocals. Ariana would have loved it. So yes, it was great to catch up with him, though. It's also just good to reconnect with friends that you've had for so long. It's like, wow, I have known you and you have known me through so many different eras of our lives that it's just impressive. And I'm just so happy that he is doing so well and he's in this beautiful relationship. And like, we're going to see them so soon because we're going to be back in Atlanta from Wednesday to like Sunday or something. And so we're going to get dinner with them. Or I think Luke's actually going to make us dinner because he's a very good chef.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I'm just looking forward to that. And it's just so good to, keep up with friends. And I'm just so glad Thomas is doing well. I love Thomas so much. Whole heart, friends since 6th grade, and until death do we part.
The end of time.
Exactly.
I will be playing that album at both yours and Thomas's funerals.
I love that we're both dying before you.
No, because I'm so young. I'm so young.
I don't
darling.
know. I asked if you had a wife in the commercial because.
No, the thing is, like, whenever there's like an audition and they're just like, you need a wife, I'm just like, I don't look like someone with a fucking. Forget the gay thing. It's just like I look like a little cherub. Not a cherub, but like I look too old to be a son, but I don't look old enough yet to be responsible enough for a marriage.
I don't know that that's true. And I'm not saying it in a shady way.
Yeah.
I just feel that there are, like, we in LA, people are having babies just right now.
I know.
Everywhere else, people have been having babies for 10 years.
Yes.
Right?
True.
So you could just be one of those, Midwestern young
I
dads.
think just like my essence, though, it's like it's not settled down yet. Like I don't look like someone who like has a real job.
Well, I love,
or like someone who like pays their taxes.
Well, you do. I pray you pay your
I
taxes.
absolutely pay my taxes, but I don't have that look.
Okay. I love delusion
I
as well.
I always play against type, like guy who stares at boobs.
I know that you are having a rough week.
I'm versatile.
So I'm going to let you have this thought,
Thank
but
you.
just know it is delusional. Are you ready to jump into the news for idiots?
Let's go.
All right. So firstly, in a news that was so... not commonplace, but like I was so used to it that I should have put it on our list of things to talk about tonight. But after I put that up, I was like, we need to talk about Mariah.
We need to talk about Mariah Carey.
We must, because there's two pieces of
we
great...
don't talk about Mariah Carey enough.
We really don't.
On the two gay men.
We really don't. And firstly, since some gay person who loves me is working at Netflix, not only is Beyonce performing at the halftime show on the NFL Christmas game day on Netflix, the show is being opened with the none other than the Queen of Christmas herself. Sue her all you want. It's the truth.
And the Queen of Music.
Queen of Music as well. Miss Mariah Carey is going to be opening. I actually don't know what this means, but she's going to be opening the football game with a taped performance of her record-breaking single. That's what it says in the press release.
I mean, we have to get the lighting right.
The lighting has to be right,
sure
and we got to tape it.
We have to tape it so we can preserve it.
Yes.
It can always be preserved.
Absolutely. And so it is a taped performance of her record-breaking single, All I Want for Christmas Is You. This is, like, again, I'm going to watch a football game because both Mariah and Beyonce are involved. Like, come the fuck on.
Performing back-to-back.
Yes. Well, not back-to-back.
I'm back enough to back.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole football game in between.
There's going to be a halftime show of football and there's an opening act.
Yes.
Intermission, closing act.
Perfect. So I am just so excited to see what she does, what visuals we get along with this. Because again, one of the things that I think I always bring up, but is true, is that 2019 Joseph Kahn new video for All of Christmas Is You was like one of the most brilliant things she's done. And like getting new visuals for this song, because it is clearly as relevant as ever. It is the #1 song in the country as we speak. It is, which again, Mariah's, this is All of Christmas Is You's 15th week at #1. So hopefully as of tomorrow, it will be its 16th week at #1.
We'll have tied
One Sweet Day. So again, if anyone is unclear, Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men's One Sweet Day was #1 for 16 weeks. All of Christmas Is You, as of this recording, has been #1 for 15 weeks. And We Belong Together, 2005 single by Mariah Carey, was #1 for 14 weeks. So if we need to discuss #1s and longevity and talent and perfection, we need to talk about Mariah Carey.
We need to talk about Mariah
We need
Carey.
to talk about Mariah Carey. So
please,
this is a great week for me.
It really was a good week for you. And one day it will beat the record.
It will.
For most weeks at #1.
It will.
Yeah.
It will. Oh, it's going to be great. Okay, so everyone stay tuned for that. But in more Matt Steele heavy news,
yes,
the 2025 Golden Globe nominations have been announced. And while the television nominations were more for me, I'm excited. Musical or comedy television series, Abbott, The Bear, The Gentleman, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building. kind of justice for English teacher, though. I was surprised that didn't get any nominations.
And that's interesting because the Golden Globes, I feel like, always usually really embrace the like new hot comedy of the year, and I feel like the English teacher is that.
It felt like a weird oversight to me in all of the television categories, but I was happy to see that both Jason Segel and Harrison Ford were nominated for their performances in Shrinking. I would have loved to see a Jessica Williams nomination, but again, we'll wait to the Emmys. Shrinking is just incredible, and I want us to be discussing it. But on the film side of things, Matt Steele, what jumped out at you?
Best Motion Picture Drama nominees are Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, September 5th, and The Brutalist. The surprise here was that Sing Sing. Well, the surprise overall with the Golden Globes was I guess Sing Sing did not resonate with them.
Did it not get any
It
nominations?
got nominated for leading actor.
Okay.
It did not get nominated for drama, which a lot of people like considered Sing Sing like this could potentially win Best Picture because it's a lovely film, very satisfying. Like it appeals, anyone can enjoy it. But no, instead September 5 got in for a nomination. Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy: A Real Pain, Anora, Challengers, Amelia Perez, The Substance, and Wicked. The Golden Globes loved The Substance. It not only got in for, obviously we knew it would get in for picture and leading actress, but it also got in for director and screenplay. A lot of people thought that it would get into one or the other, but not both. And for Best Supporting Actress for Margaret Qualley, which a lot of people are very excited about. It's a great performance. I think she has a chance of getting in at the Oscars.
Wow. Jack Antonoff's probably thrilled.
Why?
Oh, they're married.
Are they?
Yeah.
Since when the fuck did he marry Margaret Qualley?
I think for a while. Like, he broke up with Lena Dunham, and they've been together for a while, I feel like.
That is so interesting.
Well,
okay.
happy to tell you.
So a leading actress in a motion picture, Angelina Jolie in Maria, Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here, which I really need to see, which I hear is fantastic. Kate Winslet for the movie Lee, Nicole Kidman, Baby Girl, Pamela Anderson, The Last Showgirl, which I'm seeing tomorrow and I'm excited about.
Tell me how it is.
Tilda Swinton for The Room Next Door. A lot of people were very upset, and I was kind of upset that Marianne Jean-Baptiste did not get in for Hard Truths. It is a movie that has not technically really come out yet. It's kind of like the last release of the season. It will be. It's going to be released in January, and so a lot of people are. And she's like winning almost all the critics awards for leading actress, like she and Mikey Madsen. So I'm hoping that she can still get in for the Oscars there. Performance by male actor, motion picture drama: Adrian Brody, Coleman Domingo, Daniel Craig, Ray Fiennes, Sebastian Stan, Timothy Chalamet. Like there's a lot of really good stuff here. I think the biggest shocks were like how much they loved The Substance. Amelia Perez, very interesting, got the most nominations. It got in for both Selena Gomez and Zoe Saldana got in for supporting actress.
That's exciting.
So it seems like the industry really, really loves Amelia Perez as well. I don't know. I think it's a good batch of nominations. I'm a little surprised. I'm very disappointed that Danielle Deadwyler did not get in for The Piano Lesson, which is a movie that we'll talk about a little later.
Okay.
Just because it's an excellent performance. She would be in the supporting actress category. But also because the Oscars also like famously snubbed her for Till back in 2022. And a lot of people were very disappointed by that. And so people were really hoping this will be Danielle Deadwyler's chance at getting that Oscar nomination, especially because we'll talk about it later, how good the performance is.
Got it.
And so the fact that she wasn't recognized at the Globes is a little worrying, but she is winning a bunch of critics awards for supporting actress. So I think she still stands a very good chance. Supporting actor, I'm thrilled. All like good nominees, I think. But Yura Borisov getting in for Anora, that's one of my favorite performances of the year. I really think he can get in for supporting actor at the Oscars. That's something I wanted to shout out. I don't know. I'm excited. The Golden Globes are always fun. They're always a nice like little kickoff to award season just because they're the first big televised thing. For director, a lot of people were predicting John Chu would get in for director for Wicked, and he did not get in.
Oh, that's weird.
But who knows what can happen at the Oscars.
I'm happy that both Cynthia and Ariana got in.
They both got in.
That was exciting.
Yeah. But not everything's always going to line up. I think the biggest shockers were. I think the biggest shocker was Sing Sing not getting in as much as people thought it would, especially in supporting actor, because like he's really, really fantastic.
Yeah.
I hope it gets in for supporting actor. The whole ensemble was great. I think his name's Clarence Mallon. I would have to look that up again, but he was really great. And
I think Macklin.
Macklin. And so I really hope this is just a fluke and that he gets in, because that's, I think, one of the best supporting performances of the year as well. But we'll see.
Well, I saw that also the African American Film Critics Association announced their winners, and Sing Sing did get the most awards there.
Oh, sweet.
They won 3 awards, including that Best Supporting Actor for Clarence Macklin. So, yes, hopefully this is an aberration. Again, this is a movie I haven't seen, but I'm really rooting for. But I like Coleman Domingo. I really like the concept of the film.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that they used actual, former people who were in jail in the movie, and they all did an excellent job, supposedly. So
They're really fantastic.
Yes. So it's exciting news, a lot going on there.
Oh, and another snub, in director, no Denis Villeneuve for Dune 2.
Oh.
Which is a huge shock. And everyone's kind of wondering if because Dune 2 came out so long ago.
Right.
Dune 2, by the way, is a masterpiece. Is incredible.
Okay.
And so I like the fact that he might be on thin ice for directors has me a little like, I don't know how I feel about this, but it came out so long ago. And of course there are so many wonderful contenders that you can't award everything.
And did Dune 2 get nominations for the Golden Globes?
For Best Picture Drama.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So, and maybe score. Oh, it got nominated for score as well, which is exciting because my friend Raul worked on that score.
Oh, yeah.
So congratulations. But yeah, I was shocked by the Denis Villeneuve snub as well. But people are going to vote for what they're going to vote for. People like all different things.
They really do.
We love everybody.
We love everyone. Available now. Shop2gaymats.com. I'm wearing the shirt if you're just listening.
And then look for my name next year for supporting actor for guy who stares at boobs in a commercial.
I can't wait to turn this off and figure out and hear who this person is.
You're going to be like, oh, what?
Really?
I mean, it's like what? Because it's just kind of just like, oh, I would never have picked that name.
Really? Oh, yeah. And do you think you're gonna be be friends afterwards?
I'm friends with everyone.
All right, that is true. Any person you've met, you consider a friend.
Of course.
Which is nice. I don't.
Unless they've done me wrong.
Well, even still, then you'll just sit them down and talk to them for 30 minutes.
It out.
And then you'll say we're friends.
Yeah.
Me, I don't do that. I don't do either of those things.
To not quote Ariana, we can be friends.
Well, I'm with her. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour grossed $2 billion, and it's double any other tour in history.
Whew. Doubled any tour in history. I mean, it also lasted double any tour in history.
True, and it's
the longest tour known to man.
It was, and she was just playing to such a huge audience every single night. Swift's team told The Times that 10,168,008 people attended the 149 shows across 6 continents, giving each ticket a $204 average price. The $2 billion gross doubles the previous industry record of $1 billion set by Coldplay's 156-date Music of the Spheres World Tour in August. And I'm like, Coldplay's really pulling those kind of numbers in 2024.
Girl. Oh yeah,
the Straits are living in a whole nother world.
Oh yeah, baby.
This
I would know. To do my research for this role, I went to a Coldplay concert.
Wow, how'd you like it?
I had a lovely time.
That's so great. Were you staring at boobs the whole time?
I was. I didn't look at that stage once.
Just look at those.
Boo.
Bazungas. Is that what they're called?
But mamba jambas.
Yeah, you're going to knock this out of the park. I think that's going to be great. And then another Taylor Swift news that really warmed my heart around the holidays. Taylor gave away $197 million in bonuses to the Eras Tour performers and crew. There's actually a keyboardist that I have worked with before who's on tour and was the keyboardist for the Eras Tour.
Good for them.
Yes, Karina De Piano. Good for you, girl.
Good for you, girl.
So I hope you got $1 million bonus. I don't know if that's how it all worked.
Taylor Swift, very generous.
Oh,
truly wonderful.
Absolutely.
And I hear this. I've met a couple people who have worked with her in some capacity. Not close friends, but people who have worked with her in some capacity. And I'm like, what's she like? And they're just she's truly the nicest.
Wow.
And I'm like, if I was that successful, I would be.
What's there to be mad about?
I know. My God. I crunched the numbers actually. You said 149 shows.
I believe so.
If it's 149 shows and the shows are 4 hours each, that is 596 hours, which is the equivalent of 24, almost 25 days of her life performing on that stage.
Wow.
Just performing, not even like getting ready.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You can't, like, the number is giant, but it's like she was working hard for a long time.
Good for her.
Take that break, baby.
She really, really did it.
She really did.
Like, she's such a smart business and generous business.
I know, right?
So good for her.
Good for her.
Can't wait for your next album in 3 months.
I know, and we'll be right here talking about it.
She's going to be like, I had some time, so here's 57 tracks.
That's Taylor for you.
And we'll be here.
We will be here discussing it. Okay, the next story is a story I was trying not to talk about because I was like, what do we, after November 4th, was that the horrible day? We've been trying, 5th, we were trying to move out of politics, really just talk about positive stuff. But this has become such a big story that I feel like not talking about it is strange. So y'all are obsessed with Luigi Mangione. This is a person who is now in custody because he assassinated the CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson, and he's also going viral because he is hot. And at least see if there's more news about this that I can tell you before I get into my feelings about this. He did have an alleged manifesto, and the thing is, health insurance in our country is a fucking mess. Like, period, dot, like, this is something that's not debatable. And he had a manifesto where he's talking about, he keeps it short because, he does respect what the feds do to the country, but he felt like this was the only way to get the point across.
Did you read that manifesto?
I knew it was short. I didn't read it.
Baby. Literally okay. If y'all want to like change the healthcare system, first of all, obviously assassinating anyone is not how you do it. But second of all, this is not your guy, like, period, because like this manifesto said nothing. And girl, there were typos all over the place. Like,
I didn't.
Like, girl, you're going to go through all that and like not even proofread that shit.
All right. I understand. Look, the reaction to this has been a lot of excitement because people feel so wronged. People feel like the ruling class would basically step over the dead bodies of poor people. And like the way that these for-profit healthcare companies make their money is by denying 1/3 of the claims that come to them. People are dying because their, life-saving prescriptions are too expensive, and that is bullshit. That is not the way healthcare should work. I do agree with that point. That being said, I feel like we're all kind of sidestepping the fact that he has like public tweets that are racist and transphobic. We're sidestepping the fact that he did kill someone. I'm not going to be preaching to anyone who's like really excited or like, because again, there's a lot of violence in this country that people are okay with. Like that man who fucking choked the person on the subway who was having a mental health episode was just fucking acquitted. So there are a lot of people who should be wronged for doing the violence that they do, that people are just turning a blind eye to. People are treated differently depending on who they murder. But I think we shouldn't be murdering anybody.
No.
So I'm not going to be thrilled. And also the fact that he has racist and transphobic things in his past, like I just think we're all putting a lot on him and we want to make him Robin Hood.
Yeah, no, this is not the big brain that you want to follow.
I think
this is someone who is excited by any form of radicalism, it seems, from looking at his like previous tweets and everything. And that's not who should be leading the cause. Especially someone who turns to violent measures like that.
I realize the country has many a problem.
Yes, of course. It's a given.
It's a given. But I just, call me old fashioned. I just can't stand this man about with the racism, the transphobia, and the murder. That all seems like nose to me.
3 strikes, you're out.
But again, I'm also not going to be like preaching to people who are excited by him. Because it's like, I get it in theory, like this is, a way that people feel like they're fighting back. And like so many people have died at the hands of like not being able to get their prescriptions and like not being able to get surgeries because of what United Healthcare and other for-profit healthcare companies do. But it's hard for me to get excited about it. So y'all have fun, but just know what we're excited about. You know what I'm saying?
And to talk about the hot thing, guys, there are hot people everywhere. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look.
Right.
There's hot people. You can go online, and sometimes you can go online and find people equally hot or hotter having sex with each other, that's what you want to look at. So I don't understand the obsession with the fact that he has good bone structure or whatever he had. There are a lot of other people who are just as, if not more hot, and you can be obsessed with those people. You know?
I also do wonder, like, would we be as excited if he wasn't hot?
And here's the thing also that like, I need to take a step back and like, I feel like the conversation about him being hot and the thirst tweeting after him and everything, a lot of it is kind of meta and very much like kind of just like, oh, like let's all pretend, let's all joke about like, oh, he's hot, so like we forgive him. Huh?
Right.
Like, let's like thirst after him because we know how shallow and stupid that is. Yeah. Like, and so I feel like there is a meta and there is a joke there. But yeah,
I just
I don't want to support.
I want
person.
all the kids to have their fun, and I saw a TikTok that like made me think, where a Gen Z person was like, I mean, we have been going to school doing trainings for like shooters coming into our, our classrooms for our entire life. Like America has made violence really a part of the thing. So the fact that like the CEO has died and we're not all like shedding tears, like you made us this way, and so I'm like, that is a point. I hear you. I do. I really do. And so I'm not going to say, don't do this, don't say this, don't make these jokes. Have y'all's fun. But like for me, I'm going to pass. I'm just going to pass for
chill.
me. But like, I hope you guys have a great holiday and you find the Luigi of your dreams.
Have your gay internet fun.
Yes, the gays on the internet are always going to do something messy, but
I'm too old to be messy.
I know.
Yeah.
I can be messy about other things.
No, we can be messy. We can be messy in like very silly ways. Like, oh no, the lights in your office when we're doing the podcast fell. Messy.
Right.
Like, that kind of stuff.
So that's my thought. I'm sure by the time we get back on these mics, this will no longer be a story. I'm hoping, because what else can we really say? He's just going to get, like, he's in custody. He's going to get charged.
He's going to be in jail.
Yeah, because people who murder should be in jail. Like that guy who got fucking acquitted for murdering someone on the subway, which is so fucking bullshit. Such fucking bullshit. And I'm terribly angry about that. So basically, we have problems.
We have problems.
We got problems. Austin Butler is going to star in Luca's American Psycho film.
See, I love this because it's like a hot person who pretends to kill.
Yes.
As opposed to a hot person who actually kills. So I'm pro.
Right.
I'm pro that. And also he's a great actor.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen Austin Butler in anything.
Oh, you didn't see Elvis?
I did not see Elvis.
He's truly excellent in
I
Elvis.
know, but like I don't care about Elvis.
Sure,
like him as a person.
And I'm like, Elvis is cool, whatever. I don't have super strong feelings towards Elvis, but like the movie is very good.
Okay.
Like if it ends up there's nothing else to watch on an airplane,
right?
And you're just like, maybe let me check this out. You won't have a bad time,
right?
Yeah. So Elvis is a safe movie for you.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'll tell you now.
If you're forced to watch.
I'll watch The Substance before I watch that. But
well, I mean, I'm begging you to watch The Substance.
The article apparently mentions that it will not be a remake of the 2000 film with Christian Bale, but it will be a new adaptation of the book.
Beautiful.
So we'll see how that all goes. Selena Gomez is now engaged to Benny Blanco.
Oh, I didn't know they got engaged.
So like she just got a Golden Globe nomination, is like in the Oscars conversation, became a billionaire from her Rare Beauty and things, and is now engaged. She had a good fucking year.
She had a good year.
Good for Selena Gomez. And also, Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
Like she's on a hit television. Like she's really doing great. And the thing is, guys, and I hate to be this person.
Oh God.
You watch that documentary. She hates doing music. And now she's not really doing it, and she's soaring.
She's kind of doing music in the sense that it's a musical movie.
Yes.
She was enjoying that,
and
I'm sure.
Her, her fiance now is a producer. Like he does music himself. But I am happy for her. I just am happy for her. I want good things for her. I feel like
great. Seems like a sweet girl.
She does.
Like smart, talented.
Did you ever watch that Apple TV Plus documentary about her?
I didn't, no.
It's great. And like, if you like her now, it'll make you like her so much more. Like she has a good heart and she's a sensitive soul. And I'm happy that
she's having a good year like how we had.
Yes.
We had a successful year. It's like we're the same.
We're the same. I think she's a bit more successful with the $1 billion, but we're
whatever.
We're on our way.
We're on our way.
our $1 billion Patreon. That'll be a first. Shawn Mendes is on a Sirius XM interview, which is the interviewer. Guess who the interviewer is? It is, I would call him, women's standards and like profession standards, the Shawn Mendes of 2003. I'll give you one guess because we only have so much time.
Girl, I don't know. Justin Bieber?
John Mayer.
Oh, 2003. 2003.
Right,
girl,
okay.
when did Justin Bieber come out?
John Mayer apparently has
Mayer.
a Sirius XM show entitled How's Life? And he has a new interview with Shawn Mendes where he is asked about a past love triangle that may have been in the news this year that we've just listened to every side of but his, because we listened to the Camila Cabello album just recently. And of course we listened to Sabrina Carpenter.
Sure.
And Shawn says in this clip, I'm with someone. 2 days before going to hang with my ex, I express I'm going to hang with my ex because I have unresolved feelings. Maybe instead of 2 days, it could have been 2 weeks. The biggest lesson I've heard is no one gets out of this life without getting hurt, and no one gets out of this life without hurting someone. I appreciate the quote because he's admitting fault. He's like, I didn't handle that the best way.
Sure.
And like, yes, Sabrina Carpenter is writing hit songs about how, I'm an idiot, but like maybe I was an idiot in that moment. There's no way to get through life and do everything correctly. And, I'm glad he's acknowledging it. I also think it's interesting that Sabrina Carpenter has, just had this breakout moment, but has already been involved in 2 very high profile, like, love triangles. What's going on there?
I mean, she's doing it right.
Just doing it right.
I don't know. It's people get invested in that kind of stuff and it ends up being lucrative.
Absolutely.
Some people go on the most successful world tours of all time, from dating someone who was on that podcast as well.
Absolutely.
And people get invested.
People do get invested.
Do you think anyone will ever get invested in our romantic relationships at some point?
Only if we ever dated would people be invested, because I don't anticipate.
If you and I?
Yeah, and I don't foresee that. So I don't think, no. I don't think people are going to care about the people off screen we are dating.
What if I start dating the Luigi, whatever?
There will be a lot of
people
talk.
will care. People will be invested.
Also, if you do, we'll have to delete this podcast.
And I will be like, Matt Palmer, write me some songs. I'll pretend like I wrote them and that they're personal.
Right.
And when that album drops,
yes,
people are gonna be streaming that.
Absolutely.
Shit. I'll be able to pay my crew and my musicians $200 million.
That'll show
dollars. That's how successful that'll be.
Look forward to that day. Bad news for James Kennedy, former Vanderpump Rules star. He's a DJ. He was also arrested for domestic violence after attending Kathy Hilton's Christmas party.
I love how you call that bad news. Bad news.
Bad news.
You were arrested.
Because the thing is, he's with this girl who's been on Vanderpump with him, named Allie Weber? I don't know. Well, Allie. She's very nice, very cool. She does astrology. Apparently, on Tuesday, December 10th, police in LA responded to a call around 11:30 p.m. regarding an argument between a woman and a man. Once they arrived, they determined it a domestic incident, and Kennedy was arrested. It is unclear whether they are staying together, but I will say, both Kristen Doty, who has dated James Kennedy, and Rachel Leviss, of Scandal fame, who was formerly engaged to James Kennedy, both of them have been loudly alluding to the fact that this is something that James does in his relationships.
Okay.
And so this was not the biggest surprise for those of us who have been paying attention. I hope that Allie gets the support she needs and can get out of this relationship. I hope, because I did see something about this was all a misunderstanding and they're staying together and no, nothing bad happened. And I'm like, I wasn't there. I don't know. No, but if you get so many disparate people saying the same thing,
sure,
the likelihood that it is a real thing, I don't know. I just want everyone to be safe, and domestic violence is never okay. And James Kennedy needs to keep his hands to himself. And he has an anger issue. He, supposedly got sober, but maybe he's been drinking again. He's just very volatile. And I know there's a lot of change in his life, but nothing excuses putting your hand on your partner, especially when she is, when you are a man and she's a woman. There's no way it's okay ever. But in that situation, absolutely not. So we want Allie to be okay.
Yeah. 2 gay mats, anti-violence.
Absolutely.
If you can't tell.
It is true. It is very true. BuzzFeed sold Hot Ones for $82.5 million.
What's Hot Ones?
Hot Ones.
Oh, the show with the wings.
With the wings, which I didn't know BuzzFeed owned.
Okay. That is BuzzFeed aesthetic. I will say.
Well, apparently
they're doing stuff underground now. They're like, we're going to produce this show, but we're not going to put our name on it.
Right. But apparently they had to sell it because, BuzzFeed might be going through harder times monetarily than they were back in the, mid-aughts, the 2010s. But they sold it to First We Feast, which I think is the production company that created the show. And also a part of it was Sean Evans, who's the host. He's going to, be a part ownership of that show. It really has blown up in the past couple of years. So I think that's cool that they're going to be the production company and the host are going to have a stake in the actual ownership of the show, because that's how it should be.
That should be our goal for 2026.
What?
Get on Hot Ones.
That's too big. No, it's like
sorry, 2027, guys.
2027. Let's.
Do they let you eat boneless wings?
Yes, I think they do. Sometimes
I don't do bone. No.
I mean, bone is just so much work. Who has the time?
And also, I don't like knowing that this was once a living thing.
But it was.
I know, but
right.
Also, I don't like holding dirty food with my fingers.
Now that
I don't. Give me a fork, and I will put that boneless wing in my mouth with a fork.
That's my issue with ribs. It's I'm always I have to use a fork and a knife because I don't like
my fingers getting messy. I hate my face getting messy with food. I despise it.
I'm with you on that.
So
look at us agreeing about food. This never happens.
That'll be in our rider in 2027.
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
I think that's all the news for idiots I had. Do you have any other news for idiots you want to share with the people?
No.
Okay.
I could talk about the Golden Globes some more, but who's got the time? And I'm about to talk about some actress contenders and giving me moments. So if you want to hear more about that, stick around.
Yes, stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break and then be back with more 2K Mats, the podcast. Cute.
How was that?
I think it was good.
They do boneless bone vegan. Oh, I might be vegan by then. Who knows?
Maybe.
I'll be an Oscar-winning actor for my commercial. And so I'll be like, I can afford to go vegan now.
I had an idea about the lighting while we were doing this.
Oh, my God. What?
What if I turned on that floor lamp behind us? What would that do? That's weird.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You think it's all right?
Maybe dim this a little.
Okay. 1 second.
This is great, guys.
We're really making changes together today. Matt P. I'm currently binging Roni and would love to know your thoughts on the series as a whole. I know cast members like Ramona and Dorinda are chaotic, but honestly, I love them, and Bethany too. Keep watching. Dorinda has an anger problem, but she's fine. The other two are monsters.
I'm a big napkin user after every bite. Every bite.
So you're saying turn down this forward light?
Maybe turn down, maybe turn down the brightness of it.
Okay, it's down to 819.
How do we feel, girls?
It's a little warm back there, right?
It's a little warm.
But that's you're in a house.
It seems less stagey.
Okay. Do I want us to be warmer to match the background?
Why is no one voting below?
I don't think anyone cares about this but us. That's what I think it is.
There's 110 people here.
Yeah, I don't think they care. I think they're
we
just
care.
They're we can see you.
I'm washed out here.
I'm washed out here. Okay,
no.
we'll give you some red. Give you some warmth.
Ooh.
All right, this is kind of cute.
This is fall.
I'm maybe if I get that backlight a little cooler,
a little cooler.
It's I could get a little cooler light for back there.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful though.
I think we're on our way.
We're on our way.
We look good.
No one's voted below.
I don't think people care. I like
the lighting, but do you like it better than before?
Feels cozy. People are saying feels cozy. Okay.
I like this cozy. Feels cozy.
The OG Roni girls are problematic, but they're so iconic and entertaining. That is true. I mean, and the thing is, when Roni is good, it's great. Matt Steele, the only season of Housewives I've ever made him watch was season 3 of Roni, because it is truly a masterpiece.
Sure.
And I'm so glad. The lighting is getting snubbed like Sing Sing. It looks good now. Feels cozy. It's good. Okay, good.
It's getting snubbed.
That's so funny. But yeah, I love that now that everyone hates Bethany, that Carol and Andy have made up. Did I tell you that?
No.
That Carol and Andy are now back on good terms after so many years. And I'm like, bring Carol back on the reboot.
Carol back.
Bring Carol back.
Maybe you loved Carol.
I love Carol.
Yeah.
And no, everyone was so team Bethany, during the Bethany Carol fallout. And I was always like, no, guys, it's Carol. She's the queen.
She's the queen.
She's the queen. Feels better than before. Okay.
I like staring at breasts too. Steal just the chicken kind.
That's funny.
Nice,
okay.
Nice.
If I can figure out how to dim that light back there, we'll be in business.
I know. Yeah.
We'll be in business.
I think we're doing good.
We're on our way.
We're doing good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a different tint to what's usually on your computer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Interesting.
There's a way. I'm gonna try to make things a little cooler, or maybe change the camera to be a little. There's a way to make
Or
this
we
work.
could just change it up every show, guys.
No, we will get it locked.
I like Carol after she flipped on Bethany.
My partner mentioned Ebony was terrible. Ebony wasn't terrible. She just was a black woman amongst a lot of racists, and we all had fun with with them until it was very clear how racist they were. And so it's not Ebony's fault that they were so racist. She did a little bit like try to turn everything into like a teachable moment, which isn't what the show is. But also they're racists. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Fair. Wait, Palmer, what were
the Luigi tweets? Yeah. I can try to find them for you.
What's on the end of your movie watch list? Nosferatu, Hard Truths. I would love to see before it comes out in January. I don't want to wait till January. What else do I need to see? Oh, A Complete Unknown comes out Christmas, which like I don't know much about Bob Dylan, but apparently the movie's fantastic. So I'm excited to see that. Is the video really this warm/red today?
Oh, see, people are having opinions.
Is it too warm? Did you like it before?
It's too warm. But the thing, I like it cooler too. But it's like if we keep the light on, we got to match what's happening behind us, right? Like I couldn't get us if we're cool and then the light in the back is warm, we won't look like we're together.
Yeah. It looked very like we were on stage.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Like if I cool this down, like cool this.
Oh, I see.
Is that weird? Do we look too apart from the? Is that better?
Maybe. I like this.
You like this? Okay.
I think this is okay.
Should I turn down the brightness or keep it where it is?
Maybe turn down the brightness a little bit.
Maybe put it back.
I don't know.
You look fine. Look.
I looked better before.
No, you look fine. You got to look in here. That is a little off.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel okay. Luckily, my hair looks good today. So I'm not...
Phew, if your hair looks good.
Okay, I'm fine with this.
Okay.
I'm fine.
We really worked through it together.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap out. I'm waking up early tomorrow. See y'all next year. Yes, see you next year.
Bye.
When I see the name Luigi, I think of Mario Kart. Fair. Mario Kart is great.
I almost played. Well, we were at my friend Derek's. We were playing like Jackbox, Jackbox TV and
yes,
everything.
I do. Yes.
And at one point, like a bunch of people left, and there were just like 4 of us. And he was like, "Do you want to play like Mario Kart?" And we were all just like, "No."
If I was
played so many games today.
If I was there, I'd have been like, "Yes, let's do it." I'm Peach in my Mercedes.
A bag manufacturer had to put out a statement telling people that they did not snitch on the hot killer guy. It's serious and unserious.
A bag man? I thought it was someone at McDonald's was the one that called in.
Maybe he was a bagger.
But I thought the bag manufacturer. It's like the people who make the bags. It's like I don't think whatever. It's a weird time. Nat Steele, what's your favorite too?
Oh God. Oh, I don't know.
Matt,
I love all of it.
I've also been watching SLC, and every episode is truly better than the last. It is a great season. I'm in the minority in that I'm going to say I still miss Monica, but it is a great season of the show. Absolutely. What next year? Sorry, I got here late. Is this the last podcast of the year? It's the last one with both of us. Next week we're going to be off, and then the week afterward, I will have a special guest.
Favorite Golden Globe nominee, like specific nomination? What would I put as my favorite?
Yeah, what's your favorite now?
Just like, fuck yes, this one. Oh, I think, what's his name in supporting actor? That was the one I was like happy to see. The like one that I thought was maybe it wasn't a guarantee. That ended up happening, and that I think is going to happen for the Oscars.
Got it. Okay.
For Honora. Fernanda Torres and I'm Still Here I'm excited about. I hear that's an excellent performance, and I'm excited to see it.
Great.
You keep talking. I'll love
What's your favorite RHOA season, Palmer? I mean, it's a dark one, but I mean, it's hard to beat season 9, which is, Portia, Phaedra, Candy. That all blow up. Especially like a 4-part reunion was just so unprecedented. They don't really they did maybe 2 of them and then went back to 3 max, and it was so fucking earned. Like that was a moment. I think season 6 also is a very good one. That cast of Cynthia, Phaedra, Portia, Nene. The thing is, not even Kim. Like Kenya. Like that is the core of like peak Housewives of Atlanta. I hope next year's good. I'm sad that Kenya gets kicked off after, just a couple of weeks, but maybe she'll be back. Who knows?
Nominations, I also like All We Imagine as Light in Best Director. I didn't see the movie, but like it was a nice surprise. So I was like excited to see it. The Substance for Screenplay, I truly am excited about as well. Just because I think like there wasn't much dialogue in that movie, but like the way it was written and the way it was edited especially, I think really told the story really, really well.
Wait, so are we not getting Steele's fave soup?
I don't know. I literally all of it.
No, we're not.
Not butternut squash.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about squash, guys. Like, what are we doing? Like, what's the point?
I have no strong feelings
It's very
about squash.
fine. Like, it doesn't taste like much to me. I mean,
I
maybe
like
maybe
clam chowder.
I'm okay with clam chowder.
I think that's good.
Maybe I just need the right butternut squash soup. It just doesn't appeal to me.
I'm making everyone in my family and friends watch Saturday Night. It's my favorite film this year. Yes.
It's very good, yeah.
I love RHOA season 3 and season 6. Yes, season 3 is also good because I think that's when Phaedra comes in.
My favorite soup is pasta fazool. It's my favorite soup
Okay.
because that's what my grandfather would always make.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. And that's what my family still makes to this day.
I've never tried clam chowder in my life. You should. It's good.
I don't hate squash. I don't understand people being like, butternut squash soup. Oh, give it to me when there are other soup choices,
I mean, my feelings on soup.
It's the best.
It doesn't.
Soup
I
is the
could
best.
not care less about anything than soup. It is fine. It's drinking some brothy water. It's great when you're sick, but I don't care about it. Like, there's never gonna be a moment where I'm like, yes, soup.
I'm convinced soup is one of the reasons why I still look young.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because I eat soup so many times a week that I remain very hydrated.
But you also hate when people drink a lot of water, and that's
so
why
fucking annoying.
But how is that not the same?
No, I don't hate it when people drink a lot of water. I hate when they comment on drinking a lot of water. Like when they're like, I need to drink exactly this much or else I will not be able to function. And like, and like they have like the giant, I hate it when people have to bring drinks with them wherever they go.
Oh my God.
It drives me insane. Like, water is relatively accessible in the United States. We are very privileged for that. Like, you can go home and get if you're thirsty and you like on the way somewhere, you're out all day, you can stop at a 7-Eleven. You could have a little thing of water in your car maybe if you're really out all day, but like when you have to go indoor random places with I don't get it. I don't get it.
Anti-water, pro soup. So you think we should just have soup fountains instead of water fountains?
Listen, if I had I would love to carry a thermos full of soup everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Chicken pot pie soup.
No.
I would consider that a stew, but stew is soup-ish.
Jesus.
I would consider chicken pot pie.
I'd love to talk about anything else. If there's anything else we want to, not except like Trump or Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, sure. Those big ass Stanley cups. Why are you bringing that into a restaurant?
I wouldn't bring it into a restaurant, but I have a knockoff Stanley cup that I do like very much. The lid is very tight. My issue was I sit here at my desk. There's a lot of technology around, and I just started getting paranoid that like one day I'm gonna spill this open cup of water onto all the shed. Sure. So I got a knockoff Stanley, and it has been lovely for me.
Lovely. But the thing is, you don't like show it to me and go, look, I got a new cup. People will come up to me and be like, I got a new reusable straw. I'm so excited.
Let them have their joy.
Listen, I let them have their joy. I'm not rude to their face, but then I get on the podcast and I'm just like, I don't fucking get it.
We're ending the year talking about soup.
Yes, because soup is the beginning and end. It is the life force.
This is like the Seinfeld episode with the soup conversation. I'm sorry. I don't know how soup came up. I don't care about soup. Matt still cares about it a lot.
Because someone asked about soup.
Oh, right, because you were talking about...
I was talking about matzo ball soup.
Right, matzo ball soup.
And then my microwave. And so then the matzo ball soup didn't heat up enough. So then I had to put it on the stove and heat it up, which made me late to where I needed to go, blah, blah, blah. It was very annoying. But yeah, because if there's one thing I can't do, it's lukewarm soup. I need my soup to be scalding hot, my cereal to be super cold.
I thought we were off soup.
No.
I thought we were off soup. You know what? I'll just start talking about what are things you don't care about. Alcohol. That's why you hate when we talk about drinks.
Don't get it.
Oh, yes. This wine, the flavors, the Cabernet. It's so fruity. It's so bold.
Oh, but now we're talking about Marianne Jean-Baptiste again.
I don't know her.
The one who I want to get nominated for a movie I've never seen.
Hey, I'm rooting for Sing Sing. I've never seen it.
But I like her.
All right.
Yeah.
We look great.
Yeah,
there's going to be a way I can make this work.
I look a little shiny.
I think you look good.
I need to start putting on powder if we're going to have this lighting.
You don't look shiny to me.
I feel like I look shiny.
Do I look shiny?
No, not as shiny as me. I look oily, I feel.
I don't think you look oily. And also, we have to be looking here.
Do I look oily?
Do I look oily? Answer below.
Let's talk about Palmer being indoctrinated by that Selena Gomez documentary. She can do no wrong in his eyes after that.
Look, she has a heart of gold, guys.
She's lovely.
She's a sweet person who just wants to like do good in the world and like do charity work hands on. And we force her to be a pop star. You know what she could do wrong? Release more pop music. And I like her pop music. She hates promoting it. She hates performing it. Let her do something else.
I would rather her do what she wants to do and like release pop music she doesn't want to release. And because she doesn't want to release it, it will probably be bad. She'll probably just like fart it out and be like, fine, put this out. Like I don't want bad pop music from
You don't look oily.
Thank you.
You really don't look oily.
Steele hearing Palmer, I don't care about this topic. Me and Steele talk about it now.
That is true. It's true. It revs them up.
I don't think either of y'all look oily. Great.
Thank you.
I hope Ariana wins a Globe. She really deserves it. Do you think she will win, or do you hope some other? I mean, the Globes loved Amelia Perez, so I could still see Zoe winning, but Wicked is so huge. I don't know. I mean, it's between Zoe and Ariana for the Oscars. So
I'm gonna do my estimation just because I know so much. I'm gonna say it'll be Ariana because the Globes also love.
Oh, they love a celebrity.
They love a celebrity, and Zoe's a celeb, but Ariana's like
And also, Zoe is also against Selena. And if you're like a big Amelia Perez fan, maybe that could split
some votes. Yes.
You never know.
We didn't watch the same documentary. I found her annoying. I didn't. I just felt like she was forced to do things that she didn't want to do. Like promote her album and answer questions. Like she didn't want to do that. Yeah, that Selena doc was great. I think her main fault is being too online, but that's just none of my business. She leaves some TikTok comments, but they're never like crazy to me. It's just like she responds to things that maybe she shouldn't publicly respond to, but it's never like, go fuck yourself, guy. You said my Spanish was bad. Like she was just like, I'm sorry you feel that way. I tried my best.
Like I tried my best.
Right, which I'm like, okay, you tried your best.
Did you hear he's retiring? He like announced he's retiring.
What?
And so
because of that?
No, probably not.
Right.
He was probably like about to like retire and be like, I can say whatever the fuck I want now.
Yeah, that makes now it's kind of making sense.
All right. Ariana won't win the Oscar, but they might give her a little Globe win.
Yeah,
as a treat.
That's a treat. Absolutely.
Yeah, I wonder if the Wicked buzz, because it's peaking so high right now. And usually the movie that peaks kind of about now might like it's hard to sustain that unless you are Oppenheimer. Like unless you are like this movie by like this lauded director who has never really been given his due, and finally this is the chance. So we'll see. That AMA's performance was crazy. Retiring. He has an ongoing Apple TV show. Maybe I saw some like not real news or some rumor or something, but I saw
not you spreading misinformation.
I saw online. Well, this isn't the official podcast.
It's true.
This is just the live stream, so we can say whatever.
During the live stream, we spread so much misinformation.
I know. It's the misinformation live stream.
Yes. Could Angelina Jolie win another Oscar?
We'll talk about it.
Oh. It sounds like yes to me.
It is.
It is. I think it's funny that parents are criticizing Sabrina Carpenter for a doltish concert and songs, and as if they don't know she makes music. MUI? I don't know what MUI is, but it is weird. I feel like Sabrina Carpenter's image is very clear, and like if you listen to that album or watch the music videos, like we all know what you're gonna get at the concert. Like it feels like in keeping. So. All right, I think I'm going to be heading out. See y'all in 2025. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hey, come back on the 29th. I'll be here with a special guest.
So it will be a live stream.
Yeah.
It's not gonna, I thought it was just going to be a podcast.
It's going to be a live stream.
Oh, God, guys, you can't miss that.
And Steele will probably be there in the comments, squawking away.
What's everyone's favorite soup?
What's everyone's favorite soup?
What's everyone's favorite soup?
Lord.
Did Jolie sing or just lipping to record? She lip sang to stuff, but it's pretty seamless.
Will there be a Trader Season 3 section in the podcast when it starts in January? I'm sure we'll talk about it. And last time we did a whole Chatty Cathy's about the Trader, so maybe we could do that again for Season 3.
Oh, I'm for Danielle Reyes.
I mean.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I wish I was more excited for the Bravo people, but I am excited about the show. We'll see y'all on the 29th. Oh, great. See you there, Black Panther.
Bye.
Have a lovely night.
Oh, Danielle Reyes. I'm so excited.
She's your girl.
And like the chances of her winning are so small because like it's one person out of like what 25 or whatever, but like Still, I'm rooting for her. I mean, if Netta can win Traders Canada. Ah! Oh God, I need to watch Traders Canada to see Netta win. Spoiler alert. I guess.
Who is the guest? It's Janie.
Steele's gonna haunt that comment section.
He loves it.
Chances are I'll forget. I'm going out. I'm seeing my friends that day. That's the day we're all seeing each other. But by the time you do this, I'll probably be back home to troll.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do part 2?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Great.
Do we have emails?
Yeah.
Great.
Guys, you really got to come to the live stream every week. We just had a giant discussion all about soup. And it was a joy.
I don't know if that's a great pitch. I don't think people really want to hear or talk about soup in depth.
If we polled everyone on this live stream, they would all say that they had a fun time.
I didn't have fun, if that's helpful.
Okay, well, you rarely have fun.
I have a lot of fun.
You're the curmudgeon of the two of us.
Really not. It's just when we're talking about soup ad nauseum that, yes, I don't care.
It wasn't ad nauseum. But
yes,
give us the ad.
Guys,
tell the people what they're consuming.
Thank you so much for listening to and or watching the podcast. If you enjoy us and want us to be happy, go to your Apple Podcast or your Spotify and leave us a 5-star rating or review. Again, we do only accept 5-star ratings. If you have something negative to say or any criticisms at all, just keep them to yourself. But if you really enjoy us, go to patreon.com/2GameMats where you can get extra bonus content from us very regularly. We recently did a full album reaction to the new Rosé album, Rosie. That unedited reaction is up on that Patreon. We just did a review of Camila Cabello's CXOXO Magic City Edition. That's going to be coming out on Friday. There's going to be a lot of bonus shit, especially during the time where we're not together for a couple of weeks.
Hey.
So Patreon's a way to support us and to, get your 2GameMats fill. And I think that's it. Just go to shop2gamemats.com, get some merch, including the shirt I'm wearing right now that says "We Love Everyone TM." It's cute. And
and we're cute.
And we're cute.
And
Matt Steele.
Cute. Yes.
What section of the podcast are we in?
We are on Email My Heart. This is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you lovely people might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gamemats@gmail.com. First question comes from someone. Says, I want to start by congratulating you on such an amazing year.
Oh.
I've been a fan since the Lady Gaga GUY reaction back in 2014. Our very first reaction video.
It really?
It was. And we didn't take the hint that this video does well. We should react to more music videos. Because it was years until our next music video
I
reaction.
thought about that too when I was putting something together. And I was like, wow, we really didn't.
We
take
didn't
the
jump
hint.
on it.
We were just like, okay.
We could have been what's her name with the bows, AJ.
AJ.
Were the person.
Be here someday.
We'll be, yes, exactly. I wanted to start happy because my email is kind of sad. My partner and I have been together for nearly 8 years. They were my first partner who I ever introduced to my family. Theirs was the first family I'd ever met. Our relationship had been such a source of joy in my life for the majority of its duration, which is what makes the decision I came to earlier this week so hard. I broke up with them a couple of days ago and have been dealing with the weirdest emotions ever since. I've known for about a month that our relationship wasn't going to work out in the long run, but I've been doing everything in my power to make that realization not be true. In the end, our spark fizzled and I no longer felt the joy and comfort that I had been feeling for so long. I'm very comfortable with the decision I've made. I know it's what's best for both of us, but the guilt I'm feeling at causing them this pain is indescribable. They're such an amazing person, so to see them hurt, especially when I'm the one who caused it, has been really hard to grapple with. I almost wish they would have done something wrong so I wouldn't have to feel so guilty, but I know that's me being selfish. I know that I'm not the worst person in the world, but I kind of feel like it right now. Was wondering if you guys ever experienced this feeling and what did you do to move through? Thank you and justice for Griff. She deserved to clean up at the Grammys.
We have a Griff reaction coming to Patreon soon as well. But this is a very sweet email and you have such a kind and good heart. I generally, when I was in my dating phase, I feel like when I would do the breaking up, it was pretty early on. I didn't have any long-term or even many months long relationships that I ended. It was more okay, after a few weeks or maybe a month and a half, I'm I don't think this works. And I let them down. And of course they were upset, but I was they're going to be fine. It's only been so long. But I have to tell you, and I know you probably know this logically and maybe you just need to hear it. Breaking up with someone you no longer want to be with is the kindest thing you can do for them and for you.
Yes, as soon as you can.
Exactly, because what you want for them is to find the person that they want to be with. Even they think that person is you, and it's hard news to give them that it's not. the only way they're going to move on with their life and find the person that appreciates them as much as they deserve to be appreciated, because you said they're such a great person, the only way to do that is to let them go. And it's heartbreaking, and I know it makes you feel bad. And just know that in the long run, you are doing the kindest thing that you can do for them and for you. Like Shawn Mendes said earlier this podcast, no one leaves this life without, being hurt and hurting someone else. And so it's not fun. I get it. I understand it. And like, you have a lot of empathy for this person. You should just take their lead as far as like how much communication they want to have. Don't push it if they're like, I need a break from you, or like, we're not going to be like, we don't need to be friends anymore. Just let them decide that.
That's for them to decide.
That's for them to decide. And you just forgive yourself, because you know that this wasn't going to be the long-term, everlasting relationship that you wanted it to be. Like, if you felt it in your soul and you don't regret the decision, then it's just now about forgiving yourself and knowing that even though you had to hurt someone to do it, that you did do the kind thing. And in the long run, they're going to find someone they're going to be so happy with. And their person is going to love everything about them. The spark won't fade. It'll be the relationship that they deserve to be in. And you're going to find that relationship for you. Like, it's a shitty situation, and I'm sorry to you and to them. But you didn't do anything wrong, and I hope you can start to feel that.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my boyfriend in college, he dumped my ass, and I was overwrought.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, God, and it was very devastating. But now I'm just like, oh, thank fucking God.
Right.
I didn't have the balls to dump him.
I know.
Even though like he did the best thing, because it's just like, oh God, we would have been horrible together if we tried to make this work and everything. So he really did the right thing. And I mean, like, I don't know if you plan on, keeping in touch with this person in the future, or like if it's total like cut off, or like maybe you still just like follow each other on social media or whatever. But like, if you do, still follow each other in some sort of way, like, you will see as the years go on that they will thrive.
Absolutely.
Even if you don't talk to them anymore, maybe you still see their pictures or something, you will see they will be fine.
Yeah.
So just know that future is coming.
Yeah.
If they're not feeling better about it now, it will come in the future at some point.
And I know it's hard because it's like such a cliche, but it's true. It's all it's going to take is time.
Yeah. And it honestly just goes to show how much you do care about and love this person, even if it's no longer in a romantic or like life compatibility sense anymore. It shows how much you do love them and care about them, that you're willing to do this thing, that you're doing the thing that's best for both of you. Even if it hurts both of you.
I know. I'm sorry. I know it's a shitty situation to be in, but try to, cut yourself some slack and follow their lead as far as like what your relationship should be in the future. But again, you're not a monster. You didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. You did a good thing.
You're both great. You're both hot.
Right. I don't know if that's relevant.
But hey, go for it, baby.
Go for it, baby.
Live your lives. You're going to thrive.
Yes.
Okay. So next two emails are kind of a similar thing.
Okay.
They're basically like end of year wrap up.
Oh.
First one is from Amy.
Hey, Amy.
And she emailed us weeks ago and was like, save this email for when we're closer for the end of the year. And I'm happy I remembered.
Good for you.
All right. Questions. What was your favorite memory of this year?
Oh. Do you have one?
I would say the live show.
Oh, yeah.
For us, I'm trying to think if there's another like personal memory. Not that the live show wasn't personal,
right? But yeah, especially the first. I mean, both were incredible, and like so thankful for everyone who came. But the first one was like, I remember right before going on stage, just looking at Matt Steele and being like, "What the fuck are we doing?" And then we didn't know.
And then when we were done, I was like, that was fucking great.
It just was like the fact that this can translate to a real main stage is really exciting, because I know a lot of internet folks, have trouble making that transition, making that jump from like being a person on a computer
It's a different
screen.
sensation.
It is. It's a different skill set. And so, especially Matt Steele obviously has been on stage. He's a performer in every way.
I have not been on stage in years, guys. So like getting the chance to do that again was, let's just say, very satisfying.
Yes, and we're going to be doing it again.
Insanely satisfying.
Especially the songs, as much as it took to like get those arrangements together. Very fun to do.
Oh, sure.
Very fun to do.
I mean, you love that shit. You love the nitty gritty of like actually cultivating an empire.
Exactly.
Also, one of my favorite memories was just that night, after a long, long night, Matt Palmer just going, I'm packing up my backpack, and Matt Palmer just goes, "Oh no," and I go, "What?" And he goes, "It's a double album." And I was like, "How many more songs?" And Matt Palmer was just like, I was like 3, 4, 5, and Matt Palmer was like 15.
This is the night that Taylor Swift dropped the anthology 3 hours after she dropped the Tortured Poets Department. That was a funny moment. And I had a feeling something was happening. I was like, we have got to stop this stream before 3 a.m. East Coast time. Because like, I will not be listening to whatever else she has. I assumed it would be 5 to 7 and it was 15.
Yeah. But then that's also a very great memory because that was when we realized like, oh, we need to put some stuff behind a paywall.
I know. Yes. Figuring out Patreon
Yeah.
has been a journey too. Because like, we talk about Patreon every week, but just so y'all know, not to toot our own horns, that has grown, I would say, 6 times. If maybe even 7 times. Like the number of people that are now patrons of ours has grown a whole lot this year, and this is our easiest path to get to our full goal of full-time 2K Mats. And so it just feels like we are closer to that light at the end of the tunnel than we've ever been.
Yeah. Interviewing Brian Stokes Mitchell was also great.
Absolutely.
That was great.
Being on Love It or Leave It.
Oh, that was so much fun.
That was so fun.
Guys, lots of great shit happened.
It was a good year.
So, number 2, what are you most looking forward to next year? Are we getting an album? A new movie?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the movie won't come out.
You'll be getting new singles at the very least. Album is a big word, but I have songs that are ready now that I'm like, let me just put them out.
As Beyonce said, release the music.
Release the music.
I hopefully next year will be very focused on getting the second movie made, or at least getting the ball really truly rolling for that. So that's what I'm looking forward to next year. Also, more 2K Mats.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
Which upcoming album of 2025 are you most excited for?
I mean, if Olivia put something out, I would love that. Sure. If Chapel put something out, I would
Chapel's
love that.
Gonna put something out. That's a given.
I need it.
So
those two, I mean, if Mariah puts out a studio album, I feel like I've been saying this for the past 6 years. But again, I get it. She goes at her own pace whenever she's ready. But if that comes, I will truly, because that would be the first Mariah album that we would really like have a live reaction to and be able to really experience. And of course, she's my favorite artist. So being able to do that on this, platform that we now have a very clearer picture of how we would consume that content is really exciting for me.
Sure.
Like the idea of it.
Yeah. Can we please get a full-length Roomie Wed game? Those are my favorite pieces of content from y'all.
We should
What
do
does
that
full
again.
length mean? They're already like half an hour.
I know, but we haven't done one in a minute. So maybe there'd be another one. And I'm glad. The thing is, we love the games.
Yeah.
No one watches them.
I know.
No one watches them.
But like, they're our best videos.
They're so fun.
Like,
so
the reaction videos are fun, yada, yada. But like, the non-reaction videos, those are our best videos.
I mean, I'm glad that we've, again, thanks to Austin, the bracket is as close as we get
brackets,
to like shit people watch that are like so fucking fun.
Yeah. Speaking of, what bracket videos are y'all most excited for?
Well, we just filmed a 4th album bracket one that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's good. I mean, we'll do a 5th one at some point, and that's when I'll be fighting for Butterfly with my entire life.
I want to do a best 5th track from Taylor Swift
That's
albums.
a great album.
I think that would be a fun bracket.
It's a good idea.
Last question. What are you going to do when you get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube? You guys are so close.
I'm going to be like those girls with their Stanley cups and carry the plaque wherever I fucking go.
I will drink out of it.
I will drink out of it.
I will carve a hole in it and sip from it.
Yes. So yeah, no, I'm just going to have it. It'll somehow be in shot every time we do a video here. We're ordering 2, so Matt Steele has 1. Like, it's happening, and we have fought for this for 12 years. And yeah, it's going to be a great day.
It will.
It's going to be a great day.
And a similar question from Shabi, who basically just asked, she said, you got your start of year check. You got your mid-year check. Now it's time for the end of the year check.
Yeah.
Of course, she's not talking about like a paycheck. She's talking about, she's checking in. Of course, many others will ask, but she's asking about Spotify Wrapped, but
we talked about
that. But also, did any of your predictions from the beginning of the year or even the middle of the year come true? For me, it was the fact that LG7 exists, and that's it. That's the only prediction I got right. Nothing else. So happy early December, aka end of the year check time. I hope 2025 will be even better.
Thank you.
We predicted that we would work harder on like the Patreon stuff.
Did we?
I think we did. I think we were like, we need to focus on Patreon stuff.
Yeah.
There was, I want to say like end of 2023 was when you first suggested, like, was that when you first suggested that maybe if we wait to upload, oh no, it was the Beyonce release for Cowboy Carter. You were like, maybe if we wait like a week to put it on Patreon, if it will help the Patreon, if people like would
Can't
like
wait.
that.
Yeah.
And we predicted that maybe that would work, and it did.
It did.
So that was a prediction that came true.
And that was an accident because YouTube blocked us for 2 days.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll just put it all up on Patreon.
I think we were planning on doing it for the Taylor album.
Yeah,
first.
I think we were planning on getting to 100,000 YouTube subscribers.
That's right. We
first.
were going to be like, let's wait till we get to 100,000.
Not
No,
happening.
don't worry. just shoot the gun, bite the bullet.
Yes. Yeah, so I don't, the thing about my predictions and like New Year's shit is I never go back to them. I never remember what we predicted, but
Yeah.
I'm really happy with this year of 2Gay Mats, excited for going forward. I, was saying maybe before we were recording that like, yes, I want to put out more music. I want to get those singles out, but since we're on such an upswing with 2Gay Mats, that is going to be my primary non-full-time job. Non-social focus. Like I'd love to get everything done in life, but to quote Jill Zarin, you can have it all, but not at the same time.
Not at the same time.
And so this,
I mean, you know me. I mean, once you book a commercial, shower, the shower above you fucks up your bathroom.
and that's Jill Zarin could have warned you about that.
I know.
She knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you so much. That has been a fun thing to wrap up for this because it's been a great year for us personally and as a friend group.
Some
hiccups.
Which I did not anticipate would be hiccups, but
Yes.
they were. And it's fine. We're going to make it through the rain.
Absolutely. Mariah taught us.
Yes. We're on giving me moments.
Oh, we are.
You were acting like we were about to end the podcast.
No, I didn't know if there was another email.
Oh,
That's
there's
it.
no more emails,
Great.
guys.
Okay.
That was the last email of 2024.
Matt Steele.
Yes.
This is Giving Me Moments, the section of the podcast where we talk about some media we've consumed or something that really gave us life in this past week. And so, Matt Steele,
Yes.
what has been giving you moments, darling?
Okay, so I saw a little bit of cinema this week. It's the time of year where I'm trying to see everything. And so I hung out with our friend Corey the other day, and he, made me matzo ball soup, as I said, because we wanted to sit down and see the movie The Piano Lesson, which is the newest addition to there's August Wilson wrote 10 plays, and it's called the Pittsburgh Cycle, or it's called now the Pittsburgh Cycle. And what it is essentially 10 different plays in all 10 decades of the 1900s.
Okay.
And the plays are just like sort of like recounting like an African-American experience in the Pittsburgh area all throughout the 1900s. And so and Denzel Washington is producing all of 10 of these movies at movie adaptations. He did it first with Fences, which was the 1950s. Then he did it with Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which was the 1920s. This year it's The Piano Lesson, which won the Pulitzer Prize in, I believe, 1990. It takes place in the 1930s. It's a family drama that is all about there's a brother and a sister. The brother they live they're from Pittsburgh, but the brother went down south and is now up visiting and everything, and he wants to sell the family piano. The family piano was essentially made by I believe it was their grandfather.
Okay.
And in the piano, like in the wood, he like carved the faces of his wife and child and the rest of their family like tree, who were all, it was, mid 1800s at this point, and so slavery was still happening. So it's all of their ancestors who were slaves carved into this piano. And the brother, played by Denzel Washington's son, John David Washington, it was just like, I need to sell this piano because the thing to do with something like this is to use it, make money off of it, and buy land, and that's how we can, flourish. And the sister who is living in the house where the piano is, she's just like, you are absolutely not selling the piano.
Wow.
And so the whole movie is essentially an argument between them, sell the piano or not sell the piano and everything. And it's also a ghost story.
What?
There are like supernatural elements to it. It's a fantastic play. Like all 10 of these plays are, incredible. It's a fantastic play, and it's lovely filmmaking. It's Denzel Washington's other son, Malcolm, directed it.
Okay.
And really, really nicely done. But also, I just want to highlight Danielle Deadwyler, who plays the sister.
Okay.
Is so fucking unbelievable. Wow. And you think, and you're just like, yes, I'm sure she's great because she's a great actress, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. Like for 2 years in 2022 and this year, she gave one of the best performances of the year. And not just like, oh yeah, this was great, blah, like truly like when she's on the screen, grips you by the throat and is just like holding this movie in the palm of her hand. Like it is such an astounding performance.
Wow.
That, and I'm just like hoping so much that she gets an Oscar nomination. She really, and if it doesn't end up happening this year, there's going to be another role because everything she does that I have seen at least has just been like, oh, damn, like you got it, girl. Like she's excellent. It makes me sad though because it feels like Netflix isn't putting much energy into this Oscar campaign because they have other movies. Like Emilia Perez is sort of their one that they're anticipating is going to get the most Oscar nominations.
Right.
So I imagine they're putting a lot of energy into that campaign. That of course has 2 Best Supporting Actress contenders that they're campaigning for. So I really don't want Danielle to get left in the dust. But just know, girl, if you're watching. Yes. yes. Another movie I saw this week was another Oscar contender for Best Leading Actress. And that movie is called Maria. And it is Pablo Larraín's 3rd installment in, I believe it's a trilogy he's doing. I don't know if the trilogy has a name, but it's essentially about women who are going through some shit.
Okay.
The first one was Jackie. The second installment was Spencer, all about Princess Diana. And this one is about Maria Callas in essentially her final week of living. Okay. She passed away in her 50s from like heart failure and liver failure. She was addicted to these pills. I don't know exactly what the pills were, but you know, people were on pills in this time. They were, yes. And so you truly like think, you know, it's a biopic. The title is the name of the person. It like, of course, Angelina, you would think like, oh, it's just Oscar bait. Like, is it going to live up to the hype? And y'all, Angelina Jolie is staggeringly
wow.
Good. And like I can't help but be like, yes, this buzz is absolutely worth it. Like she is so brilliant. And, you know, Maria Callas is this huge opera singer, diva extraordinaire, like Greek goddess and everything. And it's not her singing, obviously, because like you can't recreate like a huge famous opera singer unless you've trained for decades.
Right.
And so, but the like singing feels so seamless. You truly feel like she is singing. It's just like the passion that she puts into every movement that she does. It's just an incredible, like beautiful, hilarious performance. Like she's such a diva. My favorite lines are among just like, she's sitting there and she was like, I was standing upon a bridge and I made a decision. And it's just like, yes. She like walks out in like her robe at one point and the whole thing, she's essentially being taken care of by her maid and like her butler. And they're real, and they know she's sort of like spiraling and like really like failing. And they're just like, Maria, where are you going? And she just walks out and she's like, I'm going out to celebrate my life. And I'm just like, I need to go out with that mentality from now on every time.
Celebrate your life.
And the whole sort of thing is she's trying to, you know, her voice is obviously not what it was. And she's trying to sort of get that back. And she keeps failing. Like all these movies like Jackie, Spencer, and Maria, they're all about women who are going through a huge traumatic moment. And I love how this one, it's a much quieter film than like Spencer and Jackie, which could kind of be like horror films, like in what they are going through. But this one, there's such a delicacy to this one. And it's literally just like the death of not just a woman, but also her voice, which is so devastating. Because, you know, after years of this like intense singing, like your voice naturally deteriorates. Also health wise, she was failing. And so just the devastation that's involved in that. And the whole, I mean, spoiler alert, I guess, the whole narrative is done in a really creative way where she's starting to have hallucinations. And so the entire movie, she's imagining that she is being interviewed by like a news team who are doing a documentary about her. So the way the chapters of the movie are done are as if it's like a documentary, and you find out early on that these news people are just in her head. And so she's walking around and she's talking to these news people, and then they eventually like disappear. And I'm kind of just like, oh my God, this is this is exactly like what I do in my spare time. I mean, like I pretend like I'm giving interviews in my head all the time. And so I really related to her in that moment.
That's worrying.
but also I really love, because the news guy is played by Cody Smith McPhee, who was in The Power of the Dog. And I really felt like it was kind of meta in the sense that like this reporter is Pablo Larraín. Like he is creating this film and he's imagining that Maria Callas is actually like talking to him and he is creating this film for her. So I really love that aspect of it. It's my favorite out of the 3 installments, and Angelina Jolie really is really fantastic. Okay. I don't know who's winning Best Leading Actress. Angelina Jolie is the front runner for now. But I really have loved a lot of the leading actress contenders' performances.
All right.
So I'm very excited.
Look at you. Yeah. I'm glad that there are so many movies that you're excited about in this upcoming Oscars race.
Tis the season. There's every year I'm always like, I'm excited.
I know, but I feel like some years it's weaker than others, right?
Sure.
And it feels like maybe this is going to be a year that you're going to care. And
it's a good year.
Yeah, it's going to be a good year.
It's a good year again, like because there's no clear frontrunner in picture, director, leading actress.
That's always more fun.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I think the only like really clear category is supporting actor. I think Kieran Culkin is going to be the juggernaut that goes through and wins everything. So we'll see. Matt Palmer, what has been giving you moments?
Well, for me, mine's not going to be that long. It's one show that we've talked about, the cast of the show, the drama that has occurred, and Queer Eye premiered this past week. And it opened, and the Rolling Stone article is top of mind when I'm watching the show. I'm looking at seeing how they're like, oh, here are the 4 of us, as it's always been. And like, ooh, we have a new person here. It's Jeremiah. And I'm like, God, you assholes. You are so mean to Bobby. What happened to him? And I watch the episode, and the whole time, the first episode, I'm like, okay, Jeremiah's a little flat, but of course I'm coming in like as a bitch. Like, I'm just mad that they have changed this cast up. I am mad that I feel like Tan and Anthony and Jeremiah are like an alliance and they've pushed Bobby out of the show.
Okay.
But then the magic of the show sweeps up, and it's like
story.
They find, I don't know how they find the like heroes on each of the episodes, like how they find these people. This year they're in Vegas, and they start with this incredible woman named Paula, who's like 61 and like a retired showgirl. And she is just like, well, now that I'm in my 60s, I have to wear grandma clothes. And like, I love nothing more than Vegas showgirls. I do costume design for them. I fell in love with a stage manager at one of those shows. We are married now, and like my kids are grown, but like my time is over. My time is past. Look at me looking hot as shit in all these old pictures, but that's all that there is for me.
Paul, and if a gay man is going to tell you one thing, it is that, when your 60s hit and you're a woman, this is the peak of your life,
this
baby.
Is the best part. And she just like is the most open-hearted and wonderful individual, and is just like so open to what they're giving her. And the thing is, I'm still unsure about if I love Jeremiah's design style as much as I loved Bobby's, but I will say, as I'm watching these episodes, because he is not on the 8th, 9th season of the show, he is so incredibly moved by like the transformations of the people, in the way that like the guys who have been on the show are like, oh yeah, no, this is what it's like every week.
It's fine. Congratulations, whatever.
He's bawling like truly every episode. He is so quick to tears in a way that feels so genuine and sweet, and that I'm just like, I can't hate this guy. Like he is a little sweetheart, even though I feel like in interviews when they're all together, or even when it's just him, whenever Bobby comes up, he like says some things that are like a little like wannabe Mariah, I don't know her, shady kind of like, well, no, I've actually never met Bobby, but like I was such a fan of what these 4 did in the season 4, and it's like, don't do that, Jeremiah.
Okay.
But when you watch the show, it's like, he's a sweetheart, and I think he was in like a no-win situation, right? Like, we're all so connected to Bobby and like what the original Fab Five was. I really want to know, like, I wanted to know one day what happened. I need someone to write a tell-all book. Like, whoever wants to be the one to do it. I'm still waiting for someone on the Glee set to write a tell-all book, because this is going up there with Glee of like, is JVN truly a monster? Because whether or not it is, because again, I'm watching with Tan and JVN every time they have scenes, I'm like, ugh. But by episode 3, JVN especially, it's like, Javian's a fucking star. They are so funny, so quick, so like vivacious. I'm like, oh, I hope you're not a monster because I can't help but laugh and enjoy you.
Everyone is a little bit of a monster at some point.
I know, but I hope to not have a Rolling Stone article written about me one day. It's like, Matt of 2K Mats is terrible to work with.
But which Matt is it going to be?
I know. Read below. You got to keep reading for that.
Stay tuned for next season, 2025.
Right. I recommend that people watch the show. Yes, this is Jeremiah Brent. Nate Berkus' husband is the new Queer Eye guy for design, and he is doing a good job. He is likable, and the show is still great because the heroes are so incredible, and there's no way you watch the show and not end up with a smile on your face. I can't wait to watch the second half of the season. I still miss Bobby. And like, did I start watching and then immediately follow Bobby on Instagram just to show support?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But I can't help but be charmed by it. Like, it's just a lovely, lovely show, and they found such great people. And Jeremiah is likable. Like, he's likable, he works, and we love Bobby, we miss Bobby, but
he's likable and he works.
He does work. Not like he he actually works. Like, no, they all work, but like he works on the show in the context of the show. Yes, of course.
It's just funny. It's just like the way to describe something. It's like, yeah, that's likable and it works.
I mean, because I was going in so mad. I was just going in like feeling so burned and wronged, and it's like, okay, bitch, I like you. Like, you're doing a good job, and so that's where I am
because as
with
we
it.
say, we love everyone.
We do love
T-shirt
everyone.
T-shirt available now.
It is available now. So I think that's all I got. Watch Queer Eye when you can. Is there anything else what you want to tell the people before we sign off for 2024?
Thank you for a beautiful 2024, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's been an exhausting pleasure.
Yes.
We worked very hard this year.
We did work.
Tiring, long
but
hours.
It was beautiful.
But it was beautiful.
Yes. And we've, reaped the benefits.
We did.
Yes.
It was very much worth it. And
Absolutely.
You guys are the biggest reason as to why it's worth it.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
And we'll be coming at you in 2025 or December 29th, I guess.
Yes,
as well.
exactly.
Some of us with even better content.
Yes. And thank you guys for listening and or watching the podcast. We'll be back soon with more 2K Mats, the podcast.
Bye.
Bye. Cute.
Well, that's that.
The season's good, guys. I really was so ready to hate it, but it's good. I can't hate something because if it's good. And it's good.
When it's good, it's good.
When it's good, it's good. Oh, gosh. How else are we feeling? Oh, yeah, 96 people. Thanks for being here, y'all. We don't really have that much to talk about, but 2024 was a year for the pop girlies, 2GM included. Oh, I mean, Chapel, Sabrina, Beyonce, Taylor, all dropped albums. Rose.
What a
came
shock.
out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere.
Yes, but I was in.
God.
Was and am in. Normani dropped her album. Yes, not Soup Bracket win. Michael, never. That'll be a solo Matt Steele video.
Oh my God, I'd love a soup bracket.
You should do one by yourself.
And we taste test all the soups.
Palmer, do you think Mariah will hold number one for a 16th week on the Billboard Hot 100? Yes, I do. And we'll find out tomorrow. So it's happening. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just I just was prepared to be like, her longest running number one will always be One Sweet Day. And you look, I mean, again, not talking about Mariah, but you look at like the longest running female number ones. It's One Sweet Day, 16 weeks. I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston, 14 weeks. All of Christmas Is You, 14 weeks. We Belong Together, 14 weeks. This is who I'm talking about.
Yeah. We're talking about Mariah fucking Carey.
Yes. Great episode. I'm going to miss you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your year. Thank you. And we'll be around. And we have so much old content. Ooh, I'm launching the Kathy's Best of Music survey in the Discord later tonight. That's a great reason to join Patreon and, get your votes in. I also feel like, and again, not to just have other ideas that people are going to hold us to, we maybe next year should have like a best of kind of award show thing. Just
that's
the
cute.
two of us. And like people could vote on a couple of the categories, but some of them will be our choices.
Yeah, this isn't the People's Choice Awards.
It's not the People's Choice. But I love that like truly at the end of the day, best like film, all you. It's just your decision. But yeah, I feel like that's something I want.
Speaking of film, Steele, I watched Thelma this week and it was giving me moments.
Yes.
It was such a fantastic original film.
Okay.
Palmer, you should watch it.
I'd watch that.
Perfect cinema.
Okay. I'm open to Thelma.
Does this mean around 2026 the same set of pop girlies will release music at the same time again?
That would be cool. Best of 2024 video? Maybe. That's cute. It's a cute idea. Don't hate that.
Yeah.
We won't be making another YouTube video. Like, this is the last thing we're doing together this year, but...
Yeah. Because I'm flying out at some point
some
in the
point.
foreseeable future.
Yes. OMG, yes, we are definitely holding you to this. Oh, Lord. See, this is the issue. Highlight of my night is catching up with you guys live for the first time in a while. Oh, yay. Thank you, Jason.
Awesome.
We're so happy to see you again. Billboard has to rename an award in Mariah's honor at this point. Agreed, Jay. Soup of the Year award.
Soup of the Year.
Jesus.
Soup of the Year.
No, I don't care.
We did a Girl Scout cookie taste test.
We did.
We can do a soup taste test.
And I'll be like, this
I'm
one's-
not cooking all that soup, though.
That's
we can
the
have
thing.
Corey make the soup.
And I'll be like, this one's also fine. I have no feelings about this. Go clam chowder.
No, that's not going to go far on the bracket.
Wow.
It's cute. She's a cute girl.
I'll be in the comments screaming. Because I'm not in that video.
Oh, God.
Wow. We really did it this year.
I know.
We really did it this year.
I've never been more tired.
I know.
In my
but
entire
it's paying
life.
off, y'all. It's paying off.
But that's what the hustle is, guys.
I hate that word, the hustle.
The hustle.
I hate being part of the hustle.
That's our 2 Gay Mats biopic.
Bring Janie back. I loved your end of year podcast with her last year. Well, she is the guest on the 29th, so you'll be seeing Janie in 2 weeks.
Steal, unleash the soup stand.
Didn't know there were stoop stands.
2 Gay Mats words have to have man we love to hate this year. Very fun. Thank you for being such happiness each week.
Oh.
Thank you, Isaac.
Isaac,
Thank you for coming to the shows.
thank you for coming to the shows. We'll let you know
Yeah,
as soon
it's so
as
good to see you.
Yes, when we have another LA show, you'll be the first on the invite list. Stains. Okay. Oh, we did do 2 live shows this year, didn't we? That was cool.
And a lot of online live shows.
A lot of online live
of
shows.
online
Yeah,
live shows.
We made it work. We made it work.
Ooh, girls.
Is it time?
I am going to go home and I don't know what I'm going to find in my bathroom.
Good luck with that.
She may
That
not be
sucks.
pretty.
I hope that gets worked out before you get on the plane. Someone also suggested in the chat, should you just go ahead and change
And
your...
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like if I go ahead and change it and they're like, oh, we shoot on the 17th, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
I know.
But I don't know. Because I have my costume fitting tomorrow.
Will you know for sure tomorrow, do you think?
But then I have to quickly try to get it changed Tuesday, like less than 24 hours
that's
before
hard.
I'm supposed to fly out. Like,
That's hard.
or should I just change it tomorrow? Vote below.
I think I'm more in the camp of just change
Just
it.
change it.
Yeah, it's good. It sucks, I know, but hopefully it is actually later and worth it.
Yeah.
Because it would be more annoying to be like, oh my god, I have to change it 24-hour notice, and like, oh, too late, you can't. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen there. You know?
Sure. But it's like I have no time to sit on a phone and figure this out.
I know.
Also, I don't know because the thing is, the trip was my mom's friend very generously got the tickets for me because
that's nice.
she had a bunch of JetBlue points and she was like, me and my husband, we're old, we're not traveling anymore, and so does Matthew want like to use
That's
our
so
JetBlue
nice.
points and everything? So I don't know if I need her to change it.
You should go home and
I know I need to call and be
Yeah.
like, what do I need? What's the
Yeah.
protocol?
I know. I'm sorry, man. But again, it's a good thing you got cast in a commercial.
It
Like,
is a good thing. It is a good thing.
I hope they do it nationally and they replay it for
I
years.
know. I would love that. The thing is, like, they're not even telling me like what the contract is. I know. So I know it's going to be the most lucrative commercial I've ever booked. I mean,
Right.
I've only booked 2, and then like one didn't even come out, and one was literally just like a spot like on the company's YouTube channel.
Oh.
So this is actually like a commercial that will hopefully air.
Yeah.
But I still don't know what the contract exactly is.
Right.
They're being really hush-hush about
weird.
it. So, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Another awesome year for 2GM. Thank you for this community. Next year will be tougher, so let's keep this little pocket of sunshine and rainbows and occasional soups going. Yes, Mangru. What a beautiful note to end on.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
We love you.
And we'll see you. I'll see you in 2 weeks, and Matt Steele will
I'll
see
see
you
you
next
next year, motherfuckers.
But hey, keep an eye on the YouTube channel. There's at least one more video coming.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
they're refreshing that every hour.
Yes, and Patreon. You're going to have
Refresh.
several. Keep refreshing. We love you.
Bye. We love you.
Bye.